edition of Thursday Night D&D with the most ordinary D&D group in the world. This week, we are a couple minutes late. Thanks for your patience. We're trying out a new streaming idea. I don't go selling this to everybody, but what I want to do is make our Twitch feed player-friendly. And that requires an extra sort of technical layer in how we set up the feed, and we are working on that, and we'll tweak that. So feel free to send any feedback that you have on ways we can improve that. Like I said, the idea is that we want the audience as well as the players to be able to tune into the Twitch feed, and then the audience that's watching the Twitch feed won't get all the Dungeon Masters information, but they'll be able to watch things from the player's perspective, so they can kind of work and figure things out on their own, just as if they were playing, but without the ability to interact with the game itself or something. Anyway, I hope it'll be cool. So, that said, this week, the party continues in the city of Omu, the lost city of Omu. We'll put that at the end. Last week, they made it into the city of Omu, and they ran into an interesting character who introduced himself as Orvix or Kramus. He was rescued by the party from under a pile of rubble, and he is an interesting character, and the party's trying to figure out what to do with them now, I suppose. We are in Omu. We are trying to figure out how now we get to this soulmonger, and I guess we can kind of pick that up. So last week you guys found Orvix, and we told how he has been working for the Red Wizards of ToA, and apparently they too are here in Omu looking for the soulmonger to try to find. It. Maybe they're trying to save the world as well, though those who know a bit about the Red Wizards of ToA may have their doubts about that. At any rate, the scene opens this week on the group and Orvix. And Orvix is this is a picture of him. He's a slight guy. He talks rather sophisticatedly. He's badly beaten up, badly wounded, and exhausted. So from players or mechanical terms, he has almost no health left, and he has 3 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he's pretty beat up.
He's screwed.
Yeah. So he, so you guys were talking. So he says, yes. So it appears that it might be in my best interest if I were to accompany you. Perhaps I could be of some good service. I do know many things, and I am not in very good condition to get myself out of the jungle at this point. I can see this being mutually beneficial.
Grey Petal will say, one moment, Orvix. There is actually an issue that is kind of bothering me with Azaka.
With Azaka, interesting. He pats around, he pulls out he goes, oh, thank the gods. He pulls out a pipe, and he packs it, as you're talking, he packs it, and he pulls out he lights it, and he starts to smoke on this pipe, and he coughs a lot. He's obviously very, very weak, wounded and exhausted, but Azaka, what about Azaka? And he takes a seat on close by a nearby stone that's lying on the ground.
Grey Petal will turn to Azaka. I take it she's here?
Yeah, you guys are all here, sure.
Okay. And I will say, Azaka, it occurs to me that you have completed the task that you set out to do. You have brought us from Port Nine Zaro to the lost city of Omu. But it also occurs to me that at no point did you promise to face almost certain death at the hands of a mad lich in the Tomb of Annihilation.
Tomb.
Annihilation.
Tomb.
I'll also note that you could return at this point, having kept your word, you could return to Port Nine Zaro and use your knowledge to gain great wealth and renown there. Also, as in terms of completing the quest, you have no particular knowledge of the 9 trickster gods or of Omu itself. So we would not be missing any lore if you were to leave. And while your courage cannot be doubted, your scimitars would likely find better use elsewhere. So if you wish to, I would say, now if you want to face a Sararak with us, that's your choice. But I think it should be explicit that that was not part of the original deal.
Yeah, as you're saying this, she sort of stands in, and she sort of, her shoulders sort of slump a little bit, and she kind of, a few different emotions seem to go upon her face.
Azaka, let me interject here that I do not want to see you leave our party. Although I agree with Grey Petal that you have certainly fulfilled your obligation to us. Do not feel like we don't want you any longer. I would prefer if you stay.
Yes, well, that's a very selfish thing, of course, which seems to be kind of Rask's thing these days. Know that.
Why do you say that, Grey Petal?
Because it is very, very, very likely that everybody who goes into the Tomb of Annihilation is going to die.
And so all of us going to die together is me being selfish somehow?
Azaka has no reason to do that.
No, what do you mean about me being selfish, Grey Petal?
I think I was pretty clear. I mean, why are you going to force Azaka to go face her annihilation when it's not necessary?
No, I think you need to be clearer.
You're doing it for your own benefit.
Azaka's kind of looking between you two. Orvex is looking between you and sort of reconsidering the offer he made just a few minutes ago.
Wait, we're all going to die?
Grey Petal seems to think so.
Orvex, he puffs on his pipe and he says, well, that is perhaps not so far off the mark. For if you are successful at what you are trying to do now, then you will gain entrance into the tomb of a Sararak, or the dungeon that he built. That is certainly no place for any sane person to travel.
So are there prisoners in this dungeon?
Well, I do not know much of the dungeon. I do know that a Sararak is a interplanar being of immense power. From what we have researched, this tomb, this dungeon, it's a sort of something that he built, and if what I can tell is, or if what I think is correct, he destroyed the city, but he didn't kill the people in the city. Rather, he used them as slaves to build this tomb. Now, to what end? Well, I suppose now it's harboring this soulmonger, this eater of souls, whatever this device might be, and that is the device that we must capture, or at least that's why we came here.
We came here to stop it.
To stop it? Stopping it? Well, the Red Wizards seek this item, this artifact, and they will ensure that it is kept away from a Sararak and kept where it can perhaps be used for good purposes.
You said good, and the Red Wizards will stay in the same sentence.
He gives an ambivalent, perhaps, smile at this. Yes.
Azaka, we have gone on a tangent, but this perhaps will inform your decision. But I will echo Grey Petal's word. You've served your duty in full, and that is the first question I think that must be answered. Would you wish to stay with us? Of course, you will be welcomed. And if you wish to go, blessings.
Well, I admit I have come to see you all as a sort of extended family. A dysfunctional, perhaps inbred family, but
We're tight.
a sort of family nonetheless. However, you are right. I hadn't actually considered that I have, I suppose, served the terms of our agreement. I suppose I could get back then. How will you, should you be successful, how will you find your way back to Port Nyanzaru without a reliable guide?
What direction is it?
She looks around for a moment. That way, I think.
We will go that way.
Far, far, far. Weeks of travel through impenetrable jungle that way.
Well, I guess another question is if Azaka does not wish to go in the tomb with us, would it be an idea to have her in the city of Ulu for now?
No.
Hey, Ras, can we get a picture of Azaka up there?
Yep.
Whatever. Well, I just think that those are issues that we're a long, long way from having to deal with. The question really is, does Azaka want to face potential death here?
I don't
Perhaps
think
likely death.
Azaka's worried about death.
Well, we all fear death, or at least worry about it. I personally am in no hurry to meet it.
Yes, well, remember, Acerex at the end of this, and
Yes.
his soulmonger.
But before
This is
that,
not
even
just
before we get ahead of ourselves, I would remind you that the way to Acererak is through Raznisi. He is no mean enemy or no mean hurdle to overcome. His dominion is the undead. He is one of the chosen of Ubtal. He is centuries old. He
Are you
must-
having trouble with this decision, Asaka? Because you're kind of beating around the bush, buddy.
Well, very well then. I appreciate you being direct. And yes, I think so long as you all are satisfied that our agreement is fulfilled, I have what I came for, and I have upheld my end of the deal honorably.
I step forward and give her a hug.
She sort of tenses a bit.
I keep going.
She puts like a half arm sort of kind of around you uncomfortably, though not unkindly. Just this sort of physical closeness is something that she makes it a very big point to avoid at all times. She says, well, my friends, I hope that I will see you again. Should you need me, I shall be back in Port Nyanzaru.
Safe journey.
I hate to see you go.
But you love to watch me leave. She swishes it away.
I have something for you before you go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I cast fly on her.
Oh! Well, she actually goes over and she walks up next to Alessandra, or flies actually next to Alessandra, and puts her hand on Alessandra's shoulder. Actually touches your forehead with hers and closes her eyes for just a moment. I see you, sister. I pray that I shall see you again in Port Nyanzaru.
Look forward to it.
Farewell, friends. And she flies off into the sunset, sunrise. Anybody know what time of day it is? Yes, she flies.
Neither, because she's going north.
Well, all right. So she takes off. Wow, Azaka? Dang, okay, all right. Man, wasn't expecting that one.
There went the damage soaked.
Oh, man. All right, Azaka.
No, we still have Grey Petal.
Azaka deleted from the combat tracker. Wow.
Turn to Watsanari and give her my deepest regrets for her people that were apparently sacrificed for this, considering we saw what Omu was and what it is now.
Yes, it is. And you look around, man, it is just, the city truly was a big city. Obviously, a place once of grandeur now is just in crumbling ruins and decay. It's still busy. There are still noises, jungle noises here, stuff like that. So it's not like this deserted ghost town, but it's, the nature is reclaiming this once grand city. Wow. Okay, so Azaka goes, and Orvix puffs his pipe, and he blows his cool smoke ring, and he is like, well, so it appears you are in need of a guide.
What's your terms?
My terms.
Don't you think we should have figured that out?
Before you let the other guy go?
How?
Azaka could not guide us through Omu. And all we really need from Orbix is what the Red Wizards know.
Well,
And how about his knowledge of the temples?
All that would be derived from the Red Wizards' research. That's what we're paying for.
well,
Access to what the Red Wizards have learned.
so we have learned much since we have been here. The Red Wizards, well, we were well researched coming in. Do not get me wrong. However, we have been here for a couple of days, and we have learned a bit about this city. I think I would be an invaluable ally. However, I admit, my own curiosity is piqued. I would like to join you on this. Instead of perhaps paying my fees as a guide for, well, I am very valuable. I will perhaps settle for a share of treasures that we may find while on this adventure.
Or how about how much per day is it if we decide not to do that?
How much do you have?
Oodles of copper.
Do you remember last week when you said copper and he was like, copper? I normally paid in gold.
You get what coins we pick up. That's what it is. We picked up a lot of copper.
What do you say? I think a share of treasure would be much more reasonable. That way there's no out-of-pocket cost, and that way I can be rewarded for the benefit that my knowledge brings, and I can, as I help us to find more riches, then thus my share will increase. Though
You're talking about gold and silver, that kind of thing, diamonds, jewels.
well, I was about to say, and he kind of looks around pointedly. We have been here for a couple of days, and I have seen no sign of riches, gold, gems, or even copper. So,
Well, that's kind of the risk you're taking here.
indeed.
Right.
But as I said, I am personally intrigued by this place. I have researched it for some time, and the past couple of days that I have been here, it has been fantastic. It has given me a chance to. In fact, I've even learned this language, this old Omawan. I have seen it and translated it, but I am getting better as I work on this at learning this language, which is.
All right, I'll tell you what.
So let's cut to the chase. What is it specifically that you came here for that you're hoping to be your part of the treasure?
The soulmonger. But if I'm working for you, then I understand that you would probably keep that as opposed to the Red Wizards taking it. Though I don't know how easily they would give it up. But I will leave that for you, a discussion between you and they.
How many groups came in? Since you said the Red Wizards, but apparently your group, except you, was wiped clean.
Well, I mean, we all came in as we came through the jungle as a large group.
How large?
We split up. Well, there were the 6 wizards themselves, and of course all their bodyguards, which are numerous. But we split up into teams of 2 wizards to a team.
Okay, so you lost 2 wizards in your team and all the bodyguards.
I don't know who was lost. I was under a building. I don't know who. I mean, in fact, he starts looking around, and there are a couple of bodies on the ground, but there are certainly you don't see any red robes like the sort of classic red robes that you would expect the Wizards of Thay to wear.
He's also not wearing a red robe.
No, he is a scribe and a what does he build himself as? A scribe and a translator.
Drop him on the combat tracker so I can drop a heal on him.
Let's see. I'm gonna put you.
And on the map, don't forget, so I can target him. We have a theater of the mind we were last time.
Alrighty. Orvix. Well, actually, let's make him not an enemy. We'll make him friendly. How about that? No, we'll make him neutral, hostile, faction, friendly, neutral. There we go. Neutral.
All right. Can I target him? Yes, I can target him.
Excellent. So that would be 10. So then
Should have automatically added it to him since he was targeted.
I didn't have his wounds put in here though. Brain is failing at math. Okay, that is his current state.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he is. Oh, and he has also. Is exhaustion on here?
Oh, I don't think exhaustion is in effect.
No. All right. Well, I got my notes.
Should be, though. That's sad.
Yeah, it should be. It would be very convenient.
Yeah, he's got yeah, disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saves. His speed is halved.
Okay.
3 levels of exhaustion.
Drop. And you said lesser restoration gets rid of 1 level of that?
I think so. Did I say that? Did I do that?
Previously, I believe so, but I'm asking you, so I know where to drop one on.
If only any of us could remember anything from week to week.
Otherwise, it's 3 days of 3 full rests before he gets back that level is back.
Condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Lesser restoration does not seem to fix exhaustion.
Oh,
He's pretty screwed.
Gerald, how do you fix exhaustion?
Exhaustion's kind of a big deal.
Best.
Yeah.
It's an open thing. It depends on what the source of exhaustion is.
Okay.
A greater restoration probably would. That fixes almost anything.
Well, that's a.
But we don't have that.
Slacker. Come on, man.
I'm trying to get some levels here. What do you want?
Well, I got this thing.
You got this thing.
Your vitality.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd use it on this in this particular case.
Yeah, but you sure, man.
Would she on somebody she doesn't know yet?
Maybe.
That's potentially an enemy. It's neutral. It ain't even a friend yet.
Maybe.
Trying to look at this item. How many uses does it have? It only has 1, apparently.
Probably 1.
I don't remember. I hope you wrote that down.
Well, no, yeah, I never actually asked. I say one charm of potion of vitality is how I have it on my character sheet.
Yeah, it's 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're taking a short rest, I'm assuming, talking to him, etc., and letting Zaka go. And
No, you
all
are
that.
not taking a short rest. You are talking to an NPC.
Then how about we take a short rest while talking to the NPC?
So you want to spend an hour?
guarding him,
I mean, basically, a short rest is taking an hour. So if you want to plop down here in the middle of this place for an hour, then you certainly can.
I'd like to go on one of the empty buildings right here first, but yes.
Okay. So what's the plan? So you guys want to take a short rest now?
Almost, but yes, I think you get the idea.
No, I don't get the idea. I need to know if you guys want to take a short rest and spend an hour resting, or if you want to continue on and explore the area.
I don't
What are we
feel like
getting out of the hour rest?
Oh, what I can do is I can use one of my preserve life and give this guy up to 30 hit points for free, if you want to call it, and I'll get back both of my turns, both of my channel divinities.
I don't really know that I mean, we don't trust this guy, right? We already know that he's here for a rival faction. We already know that, I mean, in my eyes,
We just hired him as a guide, it sounds
Gray
like.
Petal
Yeah.
just ran off our loyal companion to get this guy to come be our translator when we've got tongues. You know, we've got spells that we don't need this guy.
Well, I don't have any spells right now, which would be a reason to take a short rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mr. Cast Fly just now.
I mean, isn't one of these buildings empty?
Yeah, they're pretty
find
much
out.
all empty. You can hang on. I need to pull up my. See, so you guys are way down yonder. Yeah, definitely. So you can find one of these empty buildings here, or probably empty buildings here.
Something we can defend.
Something that has a door that's still intact.
Perhaps 2 doors, one so we can have an escape route.
There is a nearby house. So there's a nearby house that it has a single entrance in the front, and you could go in there. It's in the roof is in bad shape, but the interior walls. It's a house that's made of these big bricks, and it seems to be in stable condition. The roof, which was some sort of stone work with thin wooden slats, is in bad shape, and there's lots of holes that let light through and such, but it seems to be sturdy enough to hang out for an hour.
All
Sure.
right, so since the short rest doesn't do me any good, I'll just stay outside around the building and stealth to keep an eye out.
No, because I was going to say we should go inside the building and then use the immovable rod.
There's no door, is there?
You can do that if you want.
You could cast Leoman's tiny. Oh wait, no,
Oh, no.
no, can't do that.
That's nice. So if we are resting, I want to use my channel divinity on Orvix.
Okay, sure.
And
And
that
what does that
will
do?
give him 5 times my cleric level, so up to 30 hit points, up to half his damage, or 30 hit points, whichever is greater.
Whichever is greater. Whoa,
That's pretty cool.
that is
Greater
pretty
on
cool.
that, I say whichever. If it hits half, that's where it ends.
Do I need to look this up?
This feature can restore a creature to no more than half its hit points.
2 his hit points, not 30. Okay.
So it's either 30 or yeah. Okay.
No, I only do 30 points of healing, but it can only heal him up to half. Whereas,
Whoops.
you know,
Oh, weird spell.
no, well, it's a divinity. It's like a turn undead, except for it's giving life back.
Oh, so you're sacrificing a turn of an undead to do that.
Yes, but after a short rest, I'll get both of them back. So
Fair.
that's why I wanted a short rest. Because I
Okay.
can't, you know, I
Grey Petal, throw me a
spells for
perception check.
Who?
I was Grey Petal.
We're all safe.
I wish I hadn't rolled that. What a waste of 20.
Maybe.
That was weird.
Yeah, you guys are doing crazy stuff now. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right, never mind. The hour goes by uneventfully.
Hey, Roy, I'm going to change my clothes, by the way.
Is Orvex still heavily wounded?
It's time for me to get serious, so I got to
is-
change into my serious outfit.
He is at half health.
And that's considered heavy still? Wow.
Man, I don't know.
Just telling you what I see on mine. It says he's heavily wounded.
Okay. Okay, so the hour goes by. You guys can do that. As you guys are in there, Orvex actually talks to you, and he says, you guys have the players... Player map. Let's put you down here.
Trying to answer somebody in the Twitch stream chat room.
Dictionary.
In the player's handbook.
The player's handbook. Yes, that is the dictionary for all things. All things. So you also could do a. Well, yeah, there's some stuff on the internet. Interwebs probably has it as well. So one thing Orvix can do is he can tell you that they have not explored this entire place, but they have explored parts of it, and there are a few shrines that they absolutely know the location of.
Can you pin them?
Oh, man.
Yes, that's a fantastic idea. Thing is,
And have they been to the shrine that we're about to go to? To the left of here?
talk to the players while I am doing this. This is a great chance to get to know your fellow players.
With cake.
Cake is good. All right, so there's one. There's one.
Whoa, weird.
Wow. I've picked 2 out of 2 correctly.
I don't. Oh, man. So the Twitch stream is not showing the map, which would be cool, maybe.
That would be cool. Who's in charge of showing my map? Elliot.
Brass.
Just a suggestion.
Wrong map. Player map. Oh. Brass.
There you go. Do that one.
Sweet.
Okay, so he says, yes, we have certainly found a few of them. We basically have so far gone along the main causeway. He said the X's on the map show the site of some of the shrines. He also sort of points up to the pillar that's in the pile of, or in the lava pool to the east of you. He says, we've not been there, but I would bet a sum of gold that is also one of the shrines. So as I said when we met, we had decided that we were going to choose the shrine to the left. We were going to go there first to start our exploration. But this was at least a day ago, perhaps 2. It was some time ago. I do not know where the Red Wizards have gone since then.
Oh, we can go to the left. That sounds like a plan.
It's close.
You're feeling a little better and a little better rested now?
Well, I'm clearly well healed, and for that you have my sincere thanks. But yes, I do still have grievous wounds, and I am exhausted, triply exhausted. The exhaustion of 1,000 years is upon me.
Should we leave this guy here just to sleep while we go wander
You're
around?
probably dead.
No, I think I should probably stay with you. I don't,
Probably.
I'm
You
not
just
so...
saved him from a severe case of death. Let's
Yes,
not
the
give him
city,
another.
they're not, I've not seen very many things roaming around the city, but there are many dangers here. I am sure of it.
Fair enough.
So, what's it going to be? Shrine to the west? Shrine to the east?
To the west.
West.
That was the first shrine. It's got some water in front of it. Let's go look at it.
Okay. As you...
And under notes, we have the legend of story. That's what it is. The legend of the 9 gods. I have a feeling we're going to need that.
As the party moves off this time, Rastanos kind of takes Moaxanari and kind of holds her back, and we're watching behind us. But we're definitely not. We're going to be the back of the pack this time, and I'm going to attempt to guide her back to the back of the line, and we're going to watch behind us.
Back of the line, woman.
I will. I actually stealth relatively fast now that I had a little bit of a speed grade up. So I especially with this guy traveling with us who's slower, I can stealth the entire time.
Okay.
So I'll be 20 feet away from the party, off to, let's say, usually the southernmost side or the westernmost side, depending on our facing.
Sure. All right, and this is a pretty short walk. We're talking maybe 250 feet total. So this is, the space of a football field to go kind of from where you are to get to there. So if you head straight there, you actually come into a wall. There's a 10-foot wall that bars the way, but it's pretty easy to find a broken spot that you can walk through. As you approach this shrine, you see ahead of you there's a rectangular pool of murky water stretches before this vine-draped shrine. Rope bridges that once spanned the water float on the surface, tangled with other debris. The shards of a toppled monolith form stepping stones to the middle of the pool, where a statue of a stone frog rises above the water.
Does
The real
look like
Nang
maybe
Nang.
a frog hemoth?
Would the real Nang Nang please stand up? Sit down, Gray Petal.
Hey,
That's not Nang Nang.
Yeah, it could be the other one.
And I think this is sort of the...
Last time we were led to believe this was Kubazan, right?
Indeed it is. Oops. So that's kind of it. So you guys are basically coming in at this end of things.
Asked Orvik, does he know what temple this is?
I have not been here yet. I'm not sure. Perhaps Nang Nang? Perhaps Kubazan? I have not heard. I have little knowledge of these non-gods. There is nothing in the research. I have read some and found some things of them since we've been here, but these are very new to me. I am not familiar with them.
Does he know the legend of the nine gods? I'm sure yes, right?
I do, in fact. I have heard this legend, but well, I hesitate to put much stock in legend. I prefer to put mine into research and what I can observe for myself.
GP leading?
Where is... There you go, Gray Petal. You can be here. Sandra can be here. Let's see. Oh, jeez.
Where are you putting us?
what's going on?
You mean I got to share these maps? What the hell? What the hell? When did that start?
Oh, jeez.
For the love of...
Share Nangalore if you'd like.
I was wondering why I haven't had any comments like on the map itself and stuff. I'm like, usually by now you guys have kind of figured out everything going on because the map shows you something that I didn't want you to see, or something like that.
This time it didn't show us anything.
Perfect.
It does show me lily pads, which are very important. So that's the first thing I'm going to do is go
Frog
fetch.
Hemoth. That would be the lily pads were the frog, I think. Kubazan.
Kubazan?
Right. He was on the frog hemoth.
I thought Nang Nang was a frog.
No, she's a grung,
She's a grung.
which is a frog.
Yeah.
Way to clear that right up.
Totally different. She's just a
Oh, there's a
Another
big difference between a
kind of
grung and a frog.
frog. She's not a frog. She's just a frog.
I'm just a frog.
Well,
the world.
clearly, that is not an accurate statement. But regardless, we will move forward
That's
over
water.
the water.
I can't stealth in water.
Why not?
Okay. I've never stealthed in water.
Why are we going through the broken bridge? Why don't we just go around it?
But I like broken bridges. Plus, it'll give me a chance to jump on top of the statue and search it.
You also like getting rid of our trusty guide. You also
Yeah,
like
no.
insulting your party members.
I did not
Damn,
get rid of
man,
our guide.
harsh.
I offered her a choice, which is something Rastelnos does not believe in.
But you definitely like insulting party members.
Rastelnos definitely believes in giving people choice. That's what this whole thing started as.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Misaka was supposed to go with us to the end, despite the fact she never agreed to any of that.
Great Petal, you're upside down.
This is my party. Here we go. Goodness.
What do we see in here?
All right, so you got, let's see, Great Petal goes out into this rickety bridge. The bridge is... Oh yeah, so this pool that you're walking across, it's you're not sure how deep it is. It's very, very, very murky. It's covered and clouded with mud and algae.
Grab a stone from the ground, cast light, and throw it in the pool.
You can do that. You throw the stone. It lands in the murky water, and it sinks in. Almost immediately is out of sight. It looks like the water. It's like not mud, but something maybe as close to mud as it is to water. It's very, very, very dark and thick and full of stuff. So that doesn't help a whole lot.
Great, we found a cesspool, guys. Wonderful, girls.
Hmm.
Oh wow, we actually have more than one male in the party now. That's impressive.
Can Grey Petal make a jump to that statue in the pool?
Yeah, I think so. What's that? 5 feet, 10 feet? Yeah, that's easy.
All right, so she'll jump up there.
Stepping stone. Oh yeah, so there is. So there's this giant statue of a stone frog that rises above the water. You jump on there, and the statue is very sturdy. And you land in there, and there's nothing going on.
Hey, as Orvix, these gods, they're not. I mean, they take the form of these animals, but they're not animals, right? They're divine beings, which means they must be celestials or fiends, right?
I have a geographic question. Are you yelling this across the area?
Yes. Well, I don't have to. You're only 30 feet away from me.
That's true.
But if I have to raise my voice, I will.
He says, well, you know, that is a fair question, but I have never met one of these gods. And as he's talking to you, his eyes actually bulge up, and he looks, and you turn around, Grey Petal, as this enormous creature rises up out of this water.
There's the froghemoth.
No. What is it?
That would be crazy.
That would be Kubazan.
I don't want to meet Kubazan.
Wait a
If
second.
he'll help us kill Azarak, sure, I want to meet him.
Well, he's not very impressive.
Getting more
Bigger than
impressive.
that. Come on.
Getting a little more impressive. But I still don't think he's impressive. Getting there.
Yeah, that's
That's
big.
probably good. Yeah, so this thing is, it is about as big as an elephant. It's got thick rubbery hide and 4 tentacles all waving out. I don't have a picture of this guy, really? Somebody's got a picture of this guy.
Kubazan.
Dang, man, I thought for sure I have a picture of this guy. Oh, well, I guess I don't. Yes, it is enormous. It's as big as an elephant. It's got these 4 tentacles, this big long tongue that sticks out, an angry toothy maw. And this thing comes out and looks at you, Grey Petal, and is very intent on eating you. Let's see. I feel like I should get a surprise attack on Grey Petal.
No way.
Come on. Grey Petal was distracted by the guy talking to him.
He's a cat. Or she's a cat.
Okay, fine. All right, fine. Then let's just do initiative.
Yay.
Good lord.
Let's see. Oh, I guess I gotta put this guy on the.
I'm one slow mo.
You're just thoughtful and waiting.
I mean, you're not waiting as long as Rask, but
I'm 100 pounds. I'm not weighty. God.
waiting.
Oh, I said waiting.
Ah.
Now it's impressive.
Okay. I must eat you. Let's see. What's some initiative? Okie dokie. Let's see. Great Petal, man.
We don't have a little icon for Orvex.
Let's
And-
see. Orvex can be hiding back here behind the princess. Bravely hiding behind the
Monarch
princess.
is making me sad because she's still on her sheet.
No, Orvex is definitely not behind
Oh
me.
no, she's supposed to be on her sheet. Never mind. Sorry.
I was intentionally staying behind Orvex.
Well, that's a weird circle thing you guys have because he's trying to stay behind her and you're trying to stay in front of her and behind him. So you guys are doing some kind of what's that that loop that you guys do?
Elliptical.
Menage a trois.
No, the
Ouroboros.
oh, you guys are useless. Okay.
I definitely don't trust him, though. My whole point of watching the back and hanging behind was because I don't trust Orvex.
Okay, well then let's see. You can be then we'll put you here and the princess there and Orvex there. How about that? Now you're hiding behind Orvex.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, perhaps. Okay, Great Petal. It looks like you've got the lead. This gigantic creature wants to eat you, perhaps, or
Speak with
so it
animals?
seems.
Please, please.
All right.
Speak with gods.
All right. So, Grey Petal readies her weapon, but then she utters a prayer to Sune, sends her butterflies up into the air, who combine and then form a reddish glowing beam that descends down upon this creature, burning it with love and compassion and empathy.
Burning it.
Burning with love and compassion and empathy.
Yep, it's too much empathy. It's too much empathy for this thing to take. Oh shit! Oh, it succeeded anyway. Yeah. All right, so it succeeded on the saving throw. So it only takes. Yeah, it took that. All right. And that is her action.
Okay,
Well, so much for parlay.
Alessandra.
Oh, I didn't even think about parlay. Oops, that's my
You
bad.
said speak with animals.
It's not an animal.
I didn't hear that. I didn't
Well,
hear
let's fight the god. Okay.
Oops, my bad.
You feel so far away from me, Grey Petal.
I really didn't even think about
Okay, hang.
parlay.
All right, Alessandra. What can you do in this to help us?
I was actually thinking about my spell the whole time.
I don't think it's gonna help, but I will do what I do.
Cast fly and run right.
No, I'm gonna hex and then blast.
Hex blast.
Hex
Got it.
blast.
I thought we were trying to get the 9 gods on our side, not kill them.
Kill
No,
them
no, no.
all.
Terrible plan.
I don't.
All right. Well, Chris figures this out. I'm gonna go pee pee real quick. Oh, wait,
I mean, this is
Yeah.
probably
Refill
not
this.
the god, right? This is probably just the Proghemus.
Yeah, probably since we went to one of the shrines of one of the gods, we're probably not at all talking about one of the gods.
But we're still like at a shrine of one of the gods, and maybe this is like god representative, not maybe quite an avatar, but you know. A pet?
Oh, I'm sure that'll make it better whenever we talk to the real God.
Sort of like a high cleric.
If we just go on and obliterate the avatar, the real God is probably really going to be interested in talking to us.
Yeah, this is like his frog poodle.
Now, since we don't know any of that,
We're just sort of guessing. I mean, reading the Legend of the Nine Gods.
clearly there's a Floghemoth, and clearly one of the gods
Okay.
took the form of Floghemoth.
Now we're ready. Mobius strip. Yes, thank you. I knew somebody would figure
That's
out
not what you really wanted. You wanted an Ouroboros,
Mobius strip.
a
That is
snakehead
exactly
eating
it.
itself.
Okay. Alessandra, did you finish killing this thing yet? Oh, poor Froghemoth. What did he ever do? He tried to come give Grey Petal a kiss. Grey Petal burned him with love and empathy.
Well, yeah, but I didn't burn him for a lot. He shouldn't be too offended.
Well,
He is now.
I think Alessandra is picking up the slack for you.
Hilarious.
Holy smokes, man. All right, so this
It's
thing,
got this weird dog sound effect on one of their spells.
this, I don't think that's a spell. So this creature lets out this huge roar. There's like this wet gurgling sound. Orvix says, yes, well, so this is not actually my specialty. I'll make sure no one sneaks up behind us. And he moves behind Rastalnos.
I really miss.
I'll be right back.
Actually, he circles. He moves in a circle behind Rastalnos.
I miss our other guy already.
That takes us to the Froghemoth. All right, very well then.
Grey
What
Petal
to
says
do?
parlay.
This isn't.
See, I told you, it's just a dumb beast.
A very angry beast now.
Oh, well, I only did. He should be angry at the blaster. Grey Petal only did like 3 points of damage to it.
Crap, I think I'm within range of it.
I need to borrow some arrows.
I think I have some.
Good.
I definitely have some.
I might get through this battle.
All right, so it actually moves kind of here.
Oh, that's better.
It moves over just a little bit, and actually no, here. I guess it doesn't have to move at all. Yeah, it moves just a little bit towards your Grey Petal, and these two of these tentacles come out and try to attack you with these tentacles.
Oh god.
All right, let's see if. Ooh,
I
man.
tried to parry it with my sword.
All right, let's see how that works out. Tentacle 1. What? Oh, the sword parries.
Plus 10.
The sword parries.
Man, holy shit.
The other tentacle. Guys, this is like this 20-foot long tentacle that's like a foot thick at the base. It's this massive thing. It goes out.
Really not happy.
It
The
wraps
first
around
time
you.
don't parlay.
It hits you, and you are grappled by this creature. So basically, it grabs you, and it has you wrapped in a tentacle right now. While it's got you wrapped in a tentacle, it looks over at the blaster cannon. Oh, no, I guess I do have to. It looks over at the blaster cannon, and this tongue shoots out of its mouth. It tries to hit the blaster cannon with its tongue.
Partial cover
What?
behind an obelisk.
Part of
No.
one.
No.
I like it. It's desperate and appropriate.
Where's my
I
tongue
wouldn't call it
attack?
desperate. I mean, she's literally behind an obelisk.
Give me the tongue attack.
This thing right here,
Or directly behind an obelisk.
this little kind of ruined monolith here.
I'm gonna stay behind
Now
it.
it's an obelisk. Notice
Okay.
the fallen piece in the thing?
Sorry, I don't. What the heck? I don't see the.
Oh shoot, that's why I didn't do it.
What happened?
That make a hit roll, doesn't it? For the tongue.
Oh, wait. Oh, that kind of sucks.
All right, this is really weird. I guess I'm gonna go by as it's written. It doesn't. Is this possible, Gerald? I'm looking for your opinion on this. This does not say that it has to make an attack roll with the tongue. It just says that it is a strength roll from the target.
A strength roll? Like
I mean,
a
surely there's
strength
got to be some kind of attack, right?
save? Not necessarily. Is it under?
It's a savings throw. It says DC
Is it
18.
under actions or is it under
Yeah, it's under actions.
actions? Is there a multi attack?
There is multi-attack, yeah. So it can do.
Multi-attack mention anything about the tongue?
Yes, it specifically says it can 2 attacks with tentacles and can use its tongue or bite. And it describes the tentacle
And the tongue
attacks.
just says it's a strength save.
Yep, it describes the tongue attack, the tentacle attacks. It describes the bite attacks, and then for the tongue, there's no
Yeah,
kind
I
of
just say
hits.
saving throw.
Wow, this thing is fucking monster, man. Okay, well then, I'm gonna need. Oh man, Chris is in trouble. I'm gonna need Alessandra to roll a DC 18 strength save.
Oh, I should have blessed. Fuck me.
I'll
Fuck me.
do that for you, Alessandra. Where's your save? Character sheet. Chris can be mad. Should I let Chris make his own save?
I'll make my own save.
Oh, just in time, Chris. Okay, Chris. I'm sorry, Alessandra. So this thing, with one giant tentacle, it grabbed it. Well, one swung and missed as Grey Petal nimbly deflected. Yes, it sent out this other tentacle at. Yeah, this is like the ultimate tentacle monster, right? It has Grey Petal grappled in one tentacle, and then it looks at you, and this big tongue goes out. It's like goes out in a sweeping motion. It hits you and sticks to you and pulls you in towards it.
Actually, hold on a second. Hold the phone.
See, now you've held up my game for another minute.
Sorry.
Waxanari, you're next.
Happening, I need to make a con save for my concentration anyway.
Oh Lord. What?
Oh, didn't you do that automatically?
Did you automatically hit?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. There isn't a hit roll.
Yeah, I
What?
think things are either hit rolls using armor class or they're savings throws to avoid the damage.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do combine the two, but
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't
there's no
seen-
hit, but there's a save.
I haven't seen this mechanic before.
So, will it do me damage?
I don't know. What's the question? Ask me the question. This isn't surprise the DM. This is work
No,
with the DM.
it's a question of whether or not, when you take damage, you can use a reaction to turn invisible and teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
The
question
tongue
is-
attack will not do you damage. It's pulling you, not hitting you.
Okay. So then I need to make a strength save.
DC 18. This thing is very strong. It's a very strong tongue.
Sort of funny. I'm the one who made the parlay this time.
That is kind of funny.
yeah, that's what you get when you're just thinking about your spell the whole time. It's like
Stupid
still looking
spell.
forward to casting.
What's the name of the frog? The honest
I
frog.
don't know why I got. Oh,
What just happened?
I don't know why I got advantage, but it failed anyway.
I don't know either. All right. So
Who was on?
this thing pulls you into
type
its
it
mouth. And as a bonus action, bites you.
Now that's going to be damage.
That's
Yeah.
going to be damage.
That's going to be damage. All right. So,
Assuming you're awake at the end of that.
well, actually, so here's so it's sort of like the tongue pulls you in, so just like a frog, right? The tongue pulls you in and it eats you. And except that instead of just swallowing you, it actually has this big toothy maw that chomps you on the way in. You are. Oh, wait, I gotta make a hit roll. Okay, hit roll against Alessandra. Uh-oh. Miss what? Wow. Okay. So the tongue pulls you in and he goes to just swallow you whole and misses you some kind of way. You step out of the way nimbly.
Actually, it crawls into the mouth.
Or perhaps he was just all off balance from having to hold up Grey Petal. But wow. Okay, so you are currently standing right next to him in the muck. It turns out that this water, actually I guess I should put you kind of here. This water is probably about 5 feet deep. So you're on this very soft bottom, 5 foot deep, dark water. I don't know how tall you are, but that's going to be a significant issue for you, probably here pretty soon. Whew, okay, Moaxinari.
Wait. Before you go on, I need to make my concentration save.
Oh yeah, okay.
God damn.
Oof.
Does that make it?
Wow, that was close. Yeah, just barely.
With a 2? So you only 9?
That was very close. Yeah.
You only fail. It was very close. You need a natural 1 to fail a concentration save.
And look how close I came.
And yet I almost did it. I almost succeeded at failing miserably. Okay. Moaxinari. She is like, roar. She comes up here to the edge here, and she says, "Fiend, you should leave my friends alone." And she casts Eldritch Blast at the froghemoth.
He had to move up to do that.
Natural. No, she didn't need to, but she chose to. She's strong. She's coming to save Alessandra.
Well, it is brave.
1 for damage.
1.
Oh wait, that didn't. Hang on, I did that wrong. There we go. All right. That's fine. Okay. All right. So critically hits with 11 damage. Boom.
Damn. Nice.
Not bad. Not bad. Why didn't I get the cool sound effect though? That's weird. Oh well, I guess it only works for Chris. Rafina, you've got the paladin is standing on the statue. Well, sort of standing on the statue. Like a toe left on the statue, and this Farkemoth has her grappled at this giant tentacle. Alessandra is near the gaping maw of this thing that wants to eat her, after having been susceptible to her vicious tongue attack.
Okay, well, spirits of light come to my aid. Drop a spirit guardians on me.
Okay. All the little lights start flying. You summon the healing powers of Lathander, and it comes down in this sparkle, this glittery sparkle of golden lights, golden flecks of light that fly all around you. And they land on you and sort of splash out from you. And as the splash slows out, it actually just starts swirling around until there's this cloud of moving, sparkly glitter. You're basically in a cloud of glitter.
And basically select the whole party as not affected. And then I am going to Wonder Woman jump to here.
Wonder Woman jump. All right.
Which is going to put it in the area of effect. So
I still think that's Bionic Man jump, but fine.
Okay, Bionic Woman jump. And then I'm targeting it, forcing it save, and hopefully doing it some damage.
It takes damage on its turn, right? Didn't we read this before? What's this called? What's this called? Thank you. Gotta look up everything myself, I tell you.
Actually, when the creature enters the area of effect for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there. So
Oh,
it-
so at the beginning of the
Creature's turn.
Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't find it. I was looking in the DMG for Spirit Guardian spell. It's not in there. Okay. What else? Is that all you got there? Is that all you got to do?
Gerald,
yeah, I think that's it for me.
do you remember the stats on the Medusa arrow?
So
Oh,
moving
yeah.
it into it, it doesn't take damage this turn, correct?
An
Not until its
additional
turn
2
next
dice 6
time?
poison damage.
Thanks.
It's D8 plus 2d6.
Yeah, effective creatures halved in the area when a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Entering it right now.
Yeah, I think for now, I think I'll read this as the creature entering the area. So,
So basically, the spell does no damage the first round I cast it. That's what you're telling me.
I think when you're using it offensively like this, yes, I think so.
Well, even using
I may
it
be wrong.
defensively, I mean, it wouldn't affect the first time I cast it.
First time on a turn or starts its turn there.
And I'm gonna just go ahead and lay out my
I guess
attacks.
it's fair.
as this
It'll
is being
only,
discovered.
it'll only, if I'm trying to think if that could have it affected twice per turn.
Well, because if not, then basically it's going to
Well,
take
because
nothing. This,
the thing is, it
this-
shouldn't take damage twice in a turn. And so if you use it like this, if he goes after you in initiative, then you would double damage it the first turn, which would not be fair of the spell for the spell, right? So you would.
Well, never mind. Go ahead.
Well, once per turn though, but since I'm casting it this first, and it would take damage this round, and then next round on its turn it would take damage.
Okay, let's give it damage. These are it's sparkly glitter after all. It should be damaging sparkly glitter.
Okay. So target it and save it, I'm guessing.
Yes. Success. Man, this thing Frog Hemoth can't fail to save. Shoot. Oh man, my sounds are all jacked up. What's going on here?
So anytime it says spirit, it does that, or
Well, could be. That might be actually the actual spirit thing. Yeah, I got to look at that. 'Cause that's the thing I made for Chris was I made a like it's a combination sound, right? I actually put together these two different sounds and put them over one another, so that way he has the idea of his chanting followed by the explosion of the impact. So, I'll work on that. Okay, I'm gonna make a note to do that. What else you got?
Shashira.
Shashira bravely jumps 5 feet away from the obelisk where she was in the shadows of the obelisk, and sneaks her first shot in, which is
With a
a Medusa
longbow.
arrow.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, and hitting.
Poor Froghemoth.
So I don't exactly know how you want to do damage here because I don't have that as a thing.
I surely told
I
you
can do my
that.
1d8 and then we can just figure out 2d6 after that somehow.
Oh yeah. Well, just roll it. If you don't have it done, then just roll it.
Okay. So I
mean,
go
just drop-
1d8 on.
Yeah. Do ride the 8 and then just grab 2d6 and drop it on the frog.
Okay.
Actually, can you grab different dice?
I don't know. I'll try a ship thing. Let's see.
No, you can't. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So I dropped on the frog. It just dropped. It didn't roll. We might have to do math here.
Why don't you target the frog?
I did target the frog.
Okay,
No,
6.
you're not targeting him.
I got it.
Okay, at 6. Oops. 7.
13
And plus 4.
plus 4.
Yeah. I got some dexterity.
Got it. All right, baby. He's wounded. How bad is he doing? How's my frog doing? Still in there. Still in there.
Okay, I got one regular arrow going at it.
You have no more Medusa arrows?
I do. I just wanted to see what's going on. I gotta see if it affected it. It seemed like it did, but I was
Oh, yeah.
planning on shooting a regular arrow. So.
Oh, I guess I should check that, right? Yeah, no, it's
There's
good.
no reason why you can't use another Medusa arrow, Paul.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if that one's gonna hurt it, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to tell
One
in
thing-
one round, I imagine.
One thing I want to move away from a little bit is having to sort of discuss every single action every single character takes in combat. I think that slows things down a lot. So, I mean, it's good recommendations, but maybe try to limit it a little bit if we can.
After that, I retreat back to here.
Retreat.
That's cover, right?
Oh,
That's not going to save you from the tongue.
I got it. Okay, well, in that case.
Somebody's already
yeah.
being tongued.
Oh yeah. Oh no. The tongue is huge and strong, and it might even be a magical tongue. Who doesn't want a magical tongue in their lives? Come on.
Oh no.
I can't answer that question.
All right. I'm done.
Excellent. Restaldos, what are you going to do about the tongue?
Speaking of, I am going to cast tongues.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to try to talk to the froghemoth. I'm going to say, Kubazan, we did not want your wrath, but we're here to unravel this mystery and restore the 9 gods to the way Omu was before.
Okay. It's got Grey Petal in this tentacle. It's trying to crush Grey Petal to death. It's trying to eat Alessandra. It's just thrashing around. It kind of pauses for a second and looks at you, and its eyes blink.
I'll also move in front of Moaxinari.
Now let's add another one of those roars that yelled out earlier.
Well, now that I've cast tongues, do I understand what that means?
It means
It has no meaning.
it might translate roughly as "I'm going to eat all your asses," but it's the best thing. That's kind of the best you got. Maybe I should make some kind of weird tongue noise. No, I don't want to make the stream too weird.
Please don't do that.
All right, Grey Petal, you are grappled. This thing is really strong, by the way.
All right. So the first thing that happens is it gets burned by the beam of love and compassion and empathy.
More love and compassion and empathy. Can it really stand? Oh, that's a save, not a hit roll. Oh, never mind. I was excited. I'm like, it not crit. Oh wait, no, it's the opposite.
All right. So now that was a bone. Actually, that wasn't even a bonus action. All right. So now Grey Petal sees an opportunity here.
Okay.
She unfurls her whip. Can she try to entangle the tongue with her whip?
Entangle the tongue?
Yep. She's going to try to entangle the tongue.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Yes, you can try to do that. I think it's going to be hard. I mean, the tongue is bigger than these tentacles. It's enormous and strong and 20 feet long. It's currently in its mouth, but you could maybe wait or something. I'm trying to think how that could work out. Like trying to.
Was the tongue still around Alessandra?
No. The tongue basically it darted out, sort of stuck on Alessandra, pulled it in, and then the tongue sort of let go and kind of dropped Alessandra as it expected to just chomp Alessandra in there. But Alessandra got missed by that. So currently the tongue's in its mouth, but you're pretty sure it's going to make another
lunge.
God, man, my brain's really working.
Strike, lunge.
No.
Thrust.
Spin, thrust, boing.
No, when you're seen someplace, another.
Shit. In that
Make
case,
another
I'm just gonna
showing.
go ahead.
We'll have a thesaurus in addition to the player's handbook.
Boy, I'm in a
I'm
lot of
just
trouble
gonna whip
here.
it then because I can't hold my action.
Good.
Just make sure you whip it good.
All right, I'm gonna whip it.
I mean, you could if you wanted to wait for the tongue.
Tentacle beam.
Oh Lord.
14. I thought I had a. God. Does 14 hit?
14.
I don't know why it keeps taking my target off.
14 exactly hits actually.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and so I whip it with my whip, and then I'm going to go ahead and send the butterflies of vengeance. Oh no, the butterflies of hugs and kisses to exact my revenge.
So is the whip sort of covered in all these butterflies, and the whip?
Well, there's always like some butterflies because of my aura. There's always butterflies whipping around me.
All right.
So when I whip it, then all of a sudden these butterflies multiply and they fly down the whip into the creature.
Ah, excellent. So it's like this sort of shock effect, but the butterflies of love and compassion.
Yeah. It's a shock wave of butterflies. Didn't see that coming, did you, Beast?
All right.
I think I got this all set up. So. Wow, that sucks. All right. Then I'm going to whip it again.
More? Damn.
That's going to hit. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll smite it again.
So the burning love is on?
Oh, shit.
That burning love thing is that's just a bonus action?
What?
The first burning?
Mine smite's not a bonus action. It's just I just decide to smite.
No. The first thing you did where you hit it with the butterflies again.
All right.
That
Well,
was Moonbeam.
I think that's a continuing effect.
Yeah, the first thing was Moonbeam. So every time it sits in my Moonbeam, it gets burned up.
Gotcha. Moonbeam.
For nothing, right? And then I smite it for nothing because I'm using whip.
Yeah. No, I got the smite. I got the moonbeam. I didn't get the actual spell there. Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm catching up.
I'm done.
All right. This thing takes more of a beating. Silvery pale beam of light shines down in a 5-foot radius. Sweet. Yeah, so this is basically John's glittery thing.
Kind of, but not as good.
Yeah. All right, right on. All right, Alessandra.
Me. So I'm gonna start with my bonus action, which is I'm going to move 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is a platform, right?
Where are you? You were in the muck, remember? You're like
I was in the muck.
You're in 5 feet deep water. So however that how tall are you?
How tall am I? Hold on.
Yeah, you may be actually swimming.
It's fine. I'm teleporting is what I'm
Misty
doing.
stuff. Okay, yeah, sure, okay. So
Right. I just want to make sure that that's a platform that I can stand on.
oh, over here. I see. Now you moved. Yep. Yeah, no, definitely. That's like a little yeah, not super yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
And then that was my bonus action.
All right.
So
It looks sad.
guess what time it is?
Theranos irreme nimre.
Wow, the blaster cat had actually missed?
Yeah, on the first attack.
How unusual. How unusual. Oh,
missed
no,
twice.
come on.
That's me.
Oh, man.
Okay, we got our ultra useful guide.
Orvix, he actually moves up and he's hiding in this bush here. And he says, "You guys are doing a fantastic job. Fantastic. Good job, my friends."
It
Thanks for the
reminds-
encouragement. It really means a lot.
Actually,
It
we're not
reminds
able to
me of
move
my
that
graduate school advisor.
far. Okay, back to Froghemoth.
The Spirit Guardians hit it now? It's turn?
Yeah, sure. Spirit Guardians, rock it up. Oh no! Failed save.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh, good damage too.
Oh, that's huge.
Come on, John. You're supposed to say "Let's play." Come on, man. You gotta do the "Let's play" here.
No, you're heavily wounded. I'm not going to do my cool stuff in this round.
Fine. Hey, look. While you're
Besides, you need to eat us.
while you're sitting there waiting for your turn, you should research a sound that you want to take the effect of your things, right? Of your spell effect, and
Glitter
then
angels.
and then you give me the sound at some point, and I'll plug it in, and then your spell will make that sound instead of the tongue sound. In fact, all of you guys can do that if you're bored. You can find sounds for your spells or your effects or your attacks, whatever you want. I can plug them right in. Easy. Okay, so let's see. If I were a froghemoth, what would I do?
Are you smart enough to run?
No. I would. Okay, so 2 tentacles. So the tentacle that has Grey Petal basically lifts Grey Petal up into the air and then smashes Grey Petal against the side of the statue.
Parlay.
Grey Petal, you take massive bludgeoning damage from being smashed into this thing.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Well, okay, you could take massive bludgeoning damage.
Nice job.
You potentially took massive bludgeoning damage from. Turns out it kind of missed. It actually swung you, and you hit one of the arms of the frog statue, and the arm just broke off. And so you didn't actually take that much damage from hitting the arm, but the tentacle is still constricting you. The other tentacle reaches out for Rastalnos, the pretty horned one. This long tentacle reaches out, Rastalnos, trying to grapple you in there. Rastalnos. Ooh, you are hit.
Hellish Rebuke.
Can I do my damage first?
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
then-
Can I just get my damage out and then you can Hellish Rebuke? We're good. All right. Let's see. That hit. Sorry, you take some damage. Okay, so this other tentacle goes out and grabs you. It smashes you upside of the head, grabs you and wraps you up in the tentacle, and it's like holding you, starting to drag you in towards it. Now.
So then a Hellish Rebuke.
Oh,
And
failed
I
save.
point my finger and an inflamed tongue say, just completely just chastise this froghemoth, for I was the only one who didn't attack him, the only one who tried to stop this senseless violence, and you choose to go after me?
Oh. I think that was the last thing it'll ever do.
No. In fact, it responds and says, you also notice that its skin is sort of rubbery and very damp and stuff, and it doesn't seem like the fire had a very great effect upon it.
That sucks.
But yes, it did affect it, but not terribly greatly. And so you're grappled, Grey Petal's grappled, and now it eats Rafina. Rafina, the frog wants to eat you as takeout or take in, something like that. It makes a big bite at you. Chomp. Oh, okay, Rafina. This is the bad news. Okay. First bit of bad news. You are hit for, good Lord, 26 damage.
Jesus.
This thing is not messing around. Secondly, you are swallowed.
Okay.
What does that mean?
It means that this thing basically just this is what it tried to do to Alessandra. It chomps you like a big Pac-Man with super sharp teeth. Chomps you, swallows you, and you are in its gullet. You are... Hang on. Let me put some effects on you because you'll want to know about these effects.
You'll want to know.
You are blinded and restrained. Yep. And the acid or whatever in this belly of this thing is making quick work of your tender flesh.
Uh-oh.
I don't like this. I should eat 2 arrows.
Moaxinare, she pauses, scared, because when she blasted that thing, it was supposed to die, and then Alessandra tried to blast it, and it didn't do anything. The party's all held. Rafina is gone.
Oh, I forgot to pick mine. Well, I'll do it.
Can I yell something at Moaxinari?
Sure.
I yell because I can see her beginning to doubt our ability to survive this encounter, and so I yell out to her, "Don't give in to despair."
All right, so what? Roll a persuasion check, and I will let that actually dictate her action this round.
Hey, look, 11.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so she she actually backs up and hides behind Orvix. And she's like, she sort of breaks morale. She's like, you see her just sort of like had this sort of scared look on her face, like, whoa, wait. This has been easy so far. This isn't, what the, yeah, she's having some serious doubts right now, and mostly wants to get out of the range of those tentacles and tongues. Okay. Let me see. Can she? Oh, you know what? She will actually cast protection from evil on herself. That seems like a reasonable thing for her to do since she's scared. All right, she casts protection from evil on herself. Boom. Rafina, you're in a tight spot.
Okay. What does blind and restrained actually do?
Okay, let's see. Is it on here? Nope. Okay, so blinded, you know, right?
Can't see. I understand
Basically,
that.
everything you do is at disadvantage. What's that? 295, right?
The con save DC for Rafina is 13 for the damage she took.
Oh crap! I forgot about that. Yeah.
So I make a con save first, is what I do?
Yep. Unless it made it automatically. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it hasn't. It seems like it hasn't been doing
Con save
that.
is for your spell concentration.
I don't see where it automatically did it.
No, just yeah. Go ahead and make it.
No problem.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So Gerald, are you doing the damage from your moonbeam on your turn or the monster's turn?
His would be his turn.
You've been doing it on your turn.
I did it on my turn. I might have been mistaken.
Yeah, I think we probably should do both of those on the monster's turn. I think as a technicality.
Well,
Think about that and get back to me.
As a bonus action, you can move the spell.
Right.
So if it moved out of it, I could use it on my turn to move it back onto the creature and do damage.
And do damage,
Then it would affect it right then.
Well, I think it would.
It hasn't been moving out of my beam, so it should be doing on its turn.
Yeah. So do that. So basically, if it's let's try to remember if it's in the effect that it's going to take the damage on its own turn. When you first cast the spell, then it'll happen on your turn. Or if if John moves into range, or if you move the beam, then it'll happen. But I'm not going to let a creature take damage from that spell more than once per combat round.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's obviously the intent.
Once per round, duh.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, all right. So restrained. Speed is 0. Attack rolls have advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. You have disadvantage on dexterity saves. So you can't move, and you basically have disadvantage on everything you want to do.
Okay.
Except healing yourself.
Which I'm about to heal myself, I think.
Ah, yeah.
So let's burn a prayer of healing on myself. Because as long as I'm alive, y'all are going to see motes outside of this creature, so.
Oh man, if those lights go out, I'm not going to be happy.
What if it eats us all? That'd be funny.
That would be funny. Well, surely it's not. Is it that big? You guys can actually see a bulge in its gullet below its mouth. There's this bulge now that's kind of like moving around down there. And when it opens its mouth, you might even see a little glimpse of light, and you hear this angelic sound as the prayer of healing of Lathander takes care of his beloved priest. Even in the gullet of the froghemoth, Lathander takes care of his priests.
And I assume I can't move. That's why I'm 0. So yeah, I think I'm done.
Yeah, you're pretty screwed, man.
Not really.
Sashira.
He's taking 3d8 damage each round. I'm alive, so I guess I'm not that screwed.
I guess it's fair.
He does 3d10 to me. I do 3d8 to him.
Yeah, that's not going to win for you. I'm just saying that's not really a good trade. Overall.
Except I'm healing myself. He ain't healing.
Well, yeah, that's a big difference. Oh no. Here comes the blender.
A miss.
No, what? The blaster missed twice and now the blender misses? Oh, come on,
I rolled
guys.
in with a tripping monkey. This was going to be so cool.
Oh, man. Come on.
Yay, okay.
All right.
And that would be this weapon.
I could use a doorway here, Shashira.
Cutting you open. Surgery is imminent.
Move more to the left.
Well, the
up to
downside of a
right.
short sword, actually, you have to watch it. This is more like one of those magic tricks, right? Where the woman is in the box, and now Sashira's like, watch, I will stab the box and not damage my assistant. And you stab
You already said
you
we see
stab the
bulge where
sword.
Rafina is.
Rafina's in there healing herself, and this sword comes in. Son of a, what are you doing?
That's great.
We already said we see the bulge where she is.
That's true. She gives Sashira a disadvantage on her attacks just because she's trying to avoid stabbing where Rafina is. Okay, no. All right. Okay, first attack is a hit.
That's not it. I'm also using key point to get an extra bonus attack, so I got 2 of these coming.
Oh man, the flurry.
Oh,
Come on. Are you kidding me?
How do you miss?
I could have dodged. I didn't dodge.
You've never missed before.
Oh,
I think I'm going to see myself in the belly of the frog soon.
come on.
3 out of 4 misses, really?
And
Plus 7
2 out of 2
plus.
from the blaster. Your 2 damage people missed 5 out of 6 attacks this round.
I think that Sashira's having PTSD from the whole Nang Nang Donald Grung incident. And
Shira's entire life is
Sashira sees a frog and just has to look away. I just have to look away, and so that's why she missed.
That's true. You know, like this, the frog hemoth had this sort of look of a pregnant frog to it. You know, it's sort of like, oh no, what am I doing?
Yes. Averting my eyes, fighting, not working.
That's why you miss.
All right, Rastalnos, the pretty horned one. What can you do to save the day here?
Rastalnos has decided, rather than try to do any sort of healing, that the real key to this is just going to be a damage race. And so Rastalnos is going to cast the 3rd level version of Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh. Insulting the frog.
Oh no, failed save.
Nice.
Do I get a bonus since you're grappled? No, it doesn't matter, right? There's no hit roll. All right. So the Dissonant Whispers whisper in this beast's tiny brain, and it looks at you this time and blinks. Yells out again.
And I say, you can stop anytime you'd like for us to. Release our friend and we'll let you live.
All right, so I guess everybody else is not going to take any actions and give it a chance to release them.
No.
That brings you to the Great Petal.
All right, what do I have to do to break this grapple?
Let's see. You could take an action to break the grapple. The DC for that would be a 16 to get ungrappled.
DC 16?
Yeah, as an escape. And that'd be an action.
That's a strength check?
That would be or athletics if you have it.
Oh.
Or escape DC. I guess you could do acrobatics too. Like, I mean, either way, right? Either break free through strength or wriggle your way out of it. I guess either one would be fine.
Man, I really don't want to give up my whip attack though.
Whip it good, man.
Oh, this is so tough. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just break the grapple.
Don't you like getting smashed into the?
attacks?
Yeah, but it's an action.
Yeah.
It's an action.
Oh. Then
Okay.
why don't you take the 2 attacks? Kill it.
Oh, I got. All
I'm
right.
taking damage every round it's alive. Kill it, please.
Right.
Might be every round is dead. I don't know. You're just taking a big acid bath.
So the tongue is still not exposed here, right?
The tongue is currently not exposed. No.
All right then.
I mean, maybe the tip of it is. If you want to like try to grab the tip, it could be hanging out of its mouth a little bit if you want. I mean, what are you trying to?
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna try to entangle the whip. Well, I'll just whip it. 15. That's one hit.
Can't miss. Great pedal can't. See, this is how you hit a frog like this and like this.
Right. I'm gonna send in I'm sending in the butterflies. Go, my minions. Teach this thing humility.
Ooh.
And damage for the whip. 18. All right, next whip.
Ooh. More whipping? Oh man.
No, but I missed.
No, come on.
my God,
Oh, you guys are horrible, man. What is wrong with you people? Damn
How
it.
can you miss the creature that's holding you?
I don't know.
That's lots of ways. All right.
Apparently.
Alessandra, what can you do, Alessandra? You think you can hit anything, or you have something better this time?
No, I think I can hit something. I'm
All
going to
right.
use inspiration.
Oh, all right.
Desperation.
Desperate. We're desperate, man.
Yeah, desperation.
Maybe we should
Yeah,
keep
he died
another.
in the temple.
We'll keep another stack of desperation. Oh, good thing you roll. Oh man.
I know, right?
Oh, dude. All right, the blaster cannon's ramping up.
Olachenos hilme eseshi. Oh, ready sesh.
This frog screams out in pain. Still eating your friends. 23. Oh, another big hit.
Ferenos ilere nim.
The blaster cannon finally gets her aiming systems online. Fires a couple of shots in there that drop the frog into the muck. The gray petal lands in the water, still sort of with this tentacle wrapped around her, but dead. She falls in the water. Rastalnos, also in a tentacle, falls into this dirty water. You guys are in this 5 foot deep, dirty, murky water. As it falls. Rafina, you are in not such a good place because you're still restrained, you're still blind, and the stomach acid that was eating you is still eating you.
So questions. I've got boots of springing. Can I spring out its mouth since it's not effectively still eating me?
Well,
Either way, it still takes 3 die 8 damage.
yeah, on your turn you can, but you're gonna have to.
Well, on its turn, it takes 3 die 8 damage.
Well, it's dead. I mean, I can kill it more if you want.
Still,
Okay, it takes.
it's ripping it up more, isn't it?
All right.
If I got to cut my way out, is this considered part of cutting out? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's taking damage from me.
We want glitter holes.
Okay, there are holes the size of glitter all through this thing. It's this perforated, glittery thing.
Well, I'm saying
if you were the
At the end of the day, if I could
get
just-
out through one of them.
If I could just get past this combat, at the end of the day, it's gonna be pretty easy to get you out of there. But since it's the frog's turn, you're gonna take one more round of this acid damage before you can jump out. They can cut you out. The holes can get you out. There's a lot of options to get you out. I just gotta throw a little more damage at you first.
yeah, throw some damage.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Hold on, Rafina. All right, take that, Rafina. Hey, didn't do it.
Oh yeah, I was like, that's great. We like that.
We're calling that divine intervention.
Maybe that's how it's supposed to be.
Can you damage me if you're dead?
The acid's still there.
Interesting. Maybe it can't. Let me see.
Because it's dead.
Wait, I'm putting an
That's
effect on you.
probably-
Why is it an effect? Hold on.
Oh, hi.
Oh, it put the effect on. Okay, hang on.
So on my turn, I'm taking 3 die 6s.
Well, it's actually the beginning of the creature's turn. Let me see. What's your hit points? You're at 11 wounds. Let me try this.
So for Fantasy Grounds purposes, it can't damage me because the creature is dead.
Oh, how can't
No,
complain about
it
that.
actually does it on your. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, this is an interesting learning thing. So, the Froghemoth effect. So it puts in a. Well, I guess that's Fantasy Grounds interpretation. So you're supposed to take the damage at the start of each of the Froghemoth turns, but the way Fantasy Grounds handles this is that it puts an effect on you, and at the beginning of your turn, you take the damage. Ongoing damage. See.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
I
So
see
you guys
that.
could do that for your spell effects. You could make those effects, put those effects on a creature, and then it'll automatically take the damage at the beginning of its turn. Interesting. All right. Well, you took the damage. Pretty easy to get you out of there. That's super easy. It is 5 feet deep water, but they can manage to hack this thing to pieces and pull you out of there before its next turn. And you guys have won. Defeated a Froghemoth. This is a non-trivial encounter.
Good. Now we at least have food for a week.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
here we are with the frog food again.
Damn, Skippy, it ain't me. I'm eating it. We discussed this before.
Everything is food.
It eats me. I eat it. We discussed this.
I mean, what good is it being an apex predator if you don't get to eat your kill?
Yeah, no, I hear you. I completely agree.
I moved the wrong character.
Okay, let's see. All right, this is actually a good time to let's see. All right, this is actually a good time to take a quick little break. Let's pause this. Let's take 5. We'll hit some bio. We'll grab some drinks, and then we will be back at about 5. We'll call it 10 before the hour. We'll be back live and see what's in the rest of the shrine here.
All right, intermission.
Intermission. Oh wait, I gotta do something. Hold on.
We're intermised. I don't see us intermised yet.
Hey, so here we're back. We're coming live again at you from Thursday Night D&D, the most ordinary D&D group in the world. This is going to be our new screen thing. You guys following on Twitch will make it like this. This is the... I've borrowed this graphic from the interwebs. It's a fantastic little piece. The tombstones, I expect that as the party closes in on this tomb of annihilation, we're going to see more and more visuals, more graphics in these tombstones. So far, the only one that we have is Creek. Poor Creek has taken he's taken the first tombstone.
Speaking of Creek, I get Creek out of my backpack and I put him into the water.
Wait, Creek is dead. He's gone.
No, Creek's a frog.
Oh, Creek was reincarnated. Don't you remember?
Turtle, right?
Yeah, he's a turtle.
Creek's turtle.
And now he's going to live in this water? I guess he could do that.
Couldn't he?
Yeah.
Or is this like too polluted or something?
No, that's...
I'm sure he'll love to eat the froghemoth over time, of course.
We have froghemoth food now. Screw this foraging.
No, I mean, this is, I guess as far as turtles go, this is a pretty solid place to live, right? It's a fantastic little bit of water. You got some rocks to sun yourself on. Excuse me, plenty of food. Yeah, it's probably a little turtle paradise, in fact. Okay, fair enough.
Goodbye, Creek. You were a true friend.
Well.
You were the best friend I ever had.
That may be true, actually.
Especially with your attitude.
Or at least the most loyal.
I'm still bitter.
I am, man.
Little-
Creek. I love Creek so much. I can't even tell you.
You'll get over it.
Maybe.
Okay,
right.
all I gotta see is now that Rafina's been tongued, eaten, and swallowed, she didn't enjoy it.
Oh, man. Well, I guess you're not into that whole anime tentacle monster porn thing.
Yeah, apparently not.
God. Okay. So you guys have defeated the froghemoth. He now goes into
Hey, we
The
got a
XP
question in
sheet.
Twitch. Can we see farther up in this map area?
let's see. So that is a solid question. So what you see, what you can kind of see is that there is so this is a building. This is a stone building there. So across the pond, there's a stone building, and what you can see there in the front there are double doors. Those little weird-looking things right there are actually double doors. So there's a set of double doors that block them. In the lintel above the, I'm sorry, it's a gate. It's a locked gate. In the lintel above the locked gate, there's some sort of an inscription written in that interesting cuneiform script that you guys saw a lot back in the Garden of Nangalore.
That this guy should be able to read, right?
Oh yeah, Orvex. He probably could. He actually
Is now healthier, by the way.
let me change. Did you heal old Orvex? Oh, you did heal old Orvex.
Yes.
Look at that. Okay, sweet.
I healed all of us.
So 4 wounds. All right, let me switch something out real quick.
Great Petal wants to ask Moaxanare, did her people keep those things, pointing to the froghemoth, as for some purpose?
Hang on, I'm monotasking.
Probably is going to be a better question for Orvix.
Did my people remember that I never lived in Omu. I was never there. I have heard stories passed down through my parents, but I have known no life other than mine with the Arakokra in the monastery.
The froghemoth was not in any of the stories that you've been told.
Well, it is in the Legend of the
Besides
Nine
the legend.
Gods. In fact, speaking of the Legend of the Nine Gods, All right, so if everybody wanted a refresher on the Legend of the Nine Gods, that's great. Ella, if you want to post that up on the Twitch, that would be even greater.
Been up.
You guys are awesome. All right, so Orvex comes up and he's like, "Are you sure it's safe? Are all the giant frog creatures disposed of?"
Cast detect magic while we're waiting.
If not, then
Cast. Are you talking your ritual 10-minute detect magic or cast detect magic?
No, the ritual 10-minute detect magic,
All right.
because we're going to be searching, I'm assuming, and everything else.
Okay, so let's stop assuming. And if we want to take 10 minutes and search, then we'll take a 10-minute turn and search. But if we're just going to talk about what's written above a door, then let's recognize that that's like a couple of seconds, not 10 minutes. Fair?
Are we going to search the area in the behemoth for treasure, etc.?
I don't know how.
You tell the DM we're searching the area.
It's muddy water.
It's muddy water. I ain't going in it.
Yeah,
You were already in it.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Creek could explore it for me.
The turtle. Well, we don't have to stand here. He'll catch up with all the treasures and tell you all about it. I don't think we should bother.
All right. So Orvex, as I was saying, Orvex is saying, "Are you sure that it is safe? Are all the giant frog creatures are they taken care of?"
Yes, Orvex, safe. Come over here and read this.
Very well. He sort of cautiously kind of makes his way around the side of the pool. Where'd Orvex go? Come back, Orvex.
Move myself up in front of the building.
There we go. Orvex. All right. He kind of cautiously kind of makes his way around the side. Back in here, he stands behind Grey Petal and he looks up and he says, and he pats around and he's like, "Oh," and he sees his pipe. Ah, yes. Well, he pulls out a lights his pipe. He pulls out a little notebook from a pocket and he's kind of flipping through. It's like, "Oh, yeah." And he looks up there and he kind of looks up at the cuneiform and he says, "Oh, okay. Let's see. This says," and he scribbles a couple notes. All right. So this says, "Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and to give back as much as we take."
Right, without fear, give back the. Okay.
Okay, and Kubazan?
The frog hemoth we just killed.
Yeah, in the legend, of course, Kubazan was a tentacled frog. He was a frog, but he became a warrior frog. Apparently that's a frog hemoth. I'm not sure.
Well, we took a frog hemoth from the shrine, and I've returned a turtle. So we're good.
But I think more importantly, it's saying that we should go into this temple without any fear, but return to the temple whatever we take from it. The shrine, as we enter it, don't worry about anything inside, but return something in equal value.
All right, clearly.
Great. Now you got me singing Bob Marley's song. Don't worry.
Can the doors be opened?
The gate can be pushed open pretty easily. No, it cannot be pushed open easily. It is locked. Trying to open it shows that it is locked.
Huh.
Somebody has a knock spell, don't they?
I do.
Or are you going to burst through it?
Well, I can try, but I mean, how solid is this door? We don't have any lockpicks, so it's going to have to either be knock or.
I have lockpicks.
Yeah, this is very solid. This is a very solid door or gate. It's an iron gate that's closed, shut, and locked.
Can Allie pick the lock?
It's not proficient in thieves' tools.
But I have them.
Yes, you do have them.
Yeah, so you don't get to add your proficiency bonus to it.
Yes, we've been through this. He cannot.
Bonus?
He doesn't know how to use lockpicks.
Fine, I'll knock it. I'll knocking on Kubazan's door.
Gate. Knock, knocking on Kubazan's gate.
Be happy.
Okay. Boom. Okay, Grey Petal, Rastalnos, Orvix. I need all of you to make me a DC 15. Hold on. Don't worry. I need to learn more words to that song.
It's Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Don't worry about a
No,
thing,
that's
'cause every little thing is going to be
About
all
a thing. About a thing. That's it, actually. Every little thing.
Don't worry, Orbix. Everything's gonna be fine.
All right. Rastalnos and Grey Petal and Orvix. You guys get this as the gate opens. Out from the gate charges at you your worst fear.
Oh no, what is that?
I need a DC.
I know Grey Petals.
What is it?
Donald Grun doesn't love you.
No.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
That is.
Mine's pretty easy. Asmodeus is coming straight through that door.
Oh yeah. So Asmodeus is coming through this gate as you open it. Knocks open, and Asmodeus charges out in this ball of flames.
I think right now for Grey Petal, she sees the like a banshee, like the incorporeal body of Moxinare, with the crown of Omu on her head, but just dead, crawling towards her.
Oh, that's solid. That's solid.
Oh, that's good.
That is good. Okay. You guys both. I need a DC 15 fear save. DC 15 wisdom save.
Wisdom saving
Okay.
throw.
I'm going
Everybody's
to use inspiration on this.
you're +3 on the save. Oh no!
I'm using inspiration. There we go.
Well, either Grey Petal is either quaking in her boots or she's fleeing the scene altogether.
She is actually fleeing the scene. Let me see, Orvix. Orvix, what you got here, Orvix? No. Orvix is with you. He's ahead of you.
I can't be because I'm going to use feline.
Oh, well, okay. He's ahead of you for about 1/10 of a second, and then so Grey Petal and Orvix. Geez, I got to zoom out to the DM map for this. Oh man, where the heck are you guys going?
Though, so I guess
Back where Orvix came from.
And Rastanos says to Moaxinari, "This is your champion."
Oh,
Damn.
Wow.
Moxinari says, "Yes, she is my champion. I must go to help her." And Moxinari chases off after you. All right, so you guys basically end up running for a round or two. At the end of each round, you'll be able to remake a save, so you're not going to get very far. Hang on, I got to think about something. Somebody have an interplayer dialogue.
What is it? And then I'm going to run over there.
I'm going to run over to where they ran from. Rast is still there.
I'll stay stealthing. Or am I stealthing?
When I run past that place, am I going to see something over there as well?
Well, I guess you can go and find out.
Well, I am running past there to go try to catch up to...
Well, you guys weren't there, though. You guys were, like, other places.
Huh?
Rafina was, like, trying to try her ritual of detect magic, hoping she'll have time to get the detect magic off.
No, I asked, were we going to? And they said no. So
The only people that were there were those three. So that's the only those three had to make saves. So they took off. Like, they've taken off this way. Like, they're just, like, running directly away from there.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
Grey Petal's, like,
I was
fleeing-
over here, and then I ran... Oh, so if that's the case, then I'm going to run this way to try to catch up with Grey Petal.
Yeah, I mean, remember Grey Petal's way faster than you. Like, Grey Petal's really, really, really fast. Only Sashira could catch Grey Petal if she wanted to. Orbix actually takes off this way.
Is not moved and not available to be moved.
Well, she went after Grey Petal anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Grey Petal basically be off the map. Moxinari is going to go running after Grey Petal off the map. Alessandro, you're chasing after Grey Petal. Orbix is just run off by himself.
I'm going to Rask because I still have Spirit Guardian on.
Ras, did you fail a save?
I passed.
Oh yeah, he's fine. All right.
I stared down Asmodeus and made my save.
Oh yeah, you're like, fiend. Even your illusions have no power over me. And you realize he doesn't actually. It was just your mind playing trick when the gate burst open. Your mind played a trick on you for just a moment. Ha! And you look at those weak-minded fools running away.
No. I did make a snide comment about Grey Petal because Grey Petal's been undermining me to Moaxinari all along, but I wouldn't be so smug as to discredit the fear that I do genuinely feel about Asmodeus in general. Like I would never take this small victory as something to brag about when it comes to that.
Gotcha. Okay. So Chris, did you chase after Grey Petal? Are you staying here to
if it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to catch Grey Petal, then yeah, actually I'm still going to chase after Grey Petal. Because if she is fleeing in fear, then someone needs to try to keep her safe.
Okay. So you guys spend basically a couple rounds sort of running through these ruined buildings. Grey Petal, when she gets to that wall you guys cross, she can basically just kind of jump up that wall without even thinking about it. You'll slow down a little bit while she goes over that. But before long, she'll, you guys kind of are dodging around buildings and going around buildings. And she stops, and you can catch Grey Petal.
Okay.
So I break the fear?
Oh, yeah. You'll after it'll take you. I guess it's interesting. Let me see.
Saves every round?
No.
Usually it's just one round.
No. This is a third level illusion. It's pretty powerful. All right. Well, at any rate, yeah, fine. So you'll spend a minute basically running around, running away from there.
Good. We got some time to open doors and look in the temple.
What can we see inside the temple now?
Okay, inside the temple, there are steps descend to a ledge overlooking. Let me draw this for you guys. So steps go down to a ledge that overlooks a pit of sharpened stakes. An alcove in the far wall holds a pedestal with a. Well, let me just do this. Sorry. What am I trying to do? There we go.
Good.
Let's see. An alcove in the far wall holds a pedestal with a stone cube resting in it. A relief carved into the back of the alcove shows a monstrous frog with tentacles fighting a crane. Wooden beams radiate from the walls at floor height with 4-foot gaps between them. Carved frog heads extrude from the walls above the beams.
Okay. And there's a cube over there. Any clue about how much that cube would weigh?
How much does a cube weigh? I don't know. How am I supposed to know? The hell? I'm gonna ask Google. How much does a cube weigh?
Oh, what you're supposed to do, Roy, is ask John how much does a cube weigh.
Oh, John, how much does a cube weigh?
About however much I have sand in a bag worth.
Clearly.
Jump over there.
So it's a stone cube. So
I forgot this is Bionic Woman. Ding. Wow. This is supposed to be cooler where you have to do other stuff. Cheaters.
Yeah,
All right.
well, I'm bypassing that part.
Yes, well, you jump over the spikes and you land over there, and there is a
Cube on a pedestal.
I believe it's
So
believe it's
why
3
are
inches.
y'all doing this instead of like
right.
using mage hand?
Yeah.
There's a 3-inch
I
cube,
don't have mage hand, and
Yes.
you're rounds away.
and you're not there.
Rounds are 6 seconds, right?
All right, so at some point, we do need to put a little kibosh on the metagaming a little bit, right? Like we have to let people do their own things, as opposed to all of us controlling all of our characters. That said, it is a 3-inch cube of stone, and it looks like. Well, no, actually, let me know. Yeah, 3-inch stone cube sitting on the pedestal.
Does it look like the pedestal moves?
Roll me an investigation check.
This should be funny.
Nope. Definitely no moving pedestals.
Does it look like tap the cube? See if it's solid stone.
Touch it with.
Yeah, see if it with my finger. Tap it.
All right.
You know how you'd see if it's solid stone? How you tap it, see if it's hollow?
Yeah, sure. No, yeah. So you can knock on it. Feels like solid stone. Great Petal, you are no longer feared, and so basically, Great Petal, you are back off, kind of out in the main area near that main causeway. What's your name, Alessandra? Great Petal's kind of out of sight of you, but you can kind of hear her moving ahead of you, so you can still keep chasing after her.
Okay.
So yeah, so Great Petal, you break your fear. You're like, whoa, wait, what the hell?
All right. So when I turn around, what do I see?
So you are back.
Do I see Moxanari?
You do not see Moakshinari. You do not see Alessandra.
All right. I will rush back towards them until I find somebody.
Okay, yeah. So you turn around immediately, and you actually find Alessandra right away. Like she's running. She comes around a corner running, and you go running back. Like, whoa! And you guys avoid bumping into each other
you
just
okay?
barely.
I ignore him and keep going. Ignore her. Keep going. Rushing backwards as fast as possible.
Okay, so Alessandra, you have.
All right, so I'm gonna run after her still.
Are you okay? Son of a fucking cat! Shit, asshole!
We need Benny Hill music here. Yakety sax going on. Or the Scooby-Doo theme when they're running between the doors.
Poor Alessandra, come on! My claim to fame is that I'm like beautiful and I have breasts that
I will
bounce.
say this. You do see that her hair is kind of standing on end still, and she's kind of like her eyes are wide, and she's clearly looking for something that is not you.
All right. So yeah, it takes you a few rounds. Well, I guess roughly a minute to get back. Meanwhile, Rafina. Seems like solid stone. You have what?
An alms box and a sack full of copper and a sack full of other coins.
Okay.
See if I can get the alms box to the approximate weight of the cube.
All right.
And I want to play the Indiana Jones trick.
All right. How much does the cube weigh? How many coins does the cube weigh?
I have no clue. I'm going to try to see if I can figure that out.
Well, it's a stone.
If you can
cube.
figure it out.
It's a
Because an
stone.
alms box weighs 1 pound. So maybe 5 pounds of coins, maybe 6 pounds for a cube. You said it was a small cube, right?
Mm-hmm. 3-inch stone cube.
Oh, 3-inch. That's
I
tiny.
think it's 3 inches.
That's like tiny, dude.
So think about like a 3-inch
A Rubik's cube.
rock. Yeah, Rubik's cube's a little small. Something slightly larger than a Rubik's cube, but it's solid rock.
The alms box weighs a pound straight out.
Yeah, I think the 5 pounds of copper is probably a fair, with the 6 pound cube is probably reasonable.
Put about 5 pounds of copper in the alms box and swap it with the cube. So about 6 pounds of weight, maybe. And if the stone feels heavier, add more weight into the alms box.
Or if it's lighter, take some out.
Yeah.
All right, so how heavy do you prepare the box?
I prepare the box with 5 pounds of copper, and the box weighs 1 pound, so it's about 6 pounds at this point.
Okay.
And then if I lift the cube and the cube feels heavier, I'll set the cube back down.
Oh, so you're just going to grab the cube and just kind of weigh it in your hand.
Yeah, when I lift the cube, if it feels heavier than what the box is, I just set it right back down.
All right. All right, so while you're filling your box with coins and stuff and figuring out how many coins 6 pounds makes, Great Petal, you make it back. You make it back, and Orvex makes it back pretty soon from where you are. He kind of comes running back in. He's winded and exhausted. He didn't really make it very far because he can't move very fast right now, but he kind of comes back, and he just sort of like scrambles back in, and he, as he sees you guys, he just sort of says, and he just sort of collapses on the edge of the pit over here. So Shira, you're really the only one here, I guess, that sees this. But you see Orvex kind of run back in. He kind of looks at you and makes eye contact with you, and just like kind of not faints, but just kind of collapses on the ground, just utterly without energy, just cannot walk one more step.
Okay. Well, he's not in the water, so he's not drowning.
Yeah, no, he put himself here. He just like, when an athlete just runs as much as they possibly can, they just sort of, they're done. Like he just throws himself on the ground and just has to, he's utterly physically exhausted.
Is he at the mouth of is he like at the gates to this little shrine?
No, he's over here where his marker is.
Across the street.
Yeah, kind of across the water. He couldn't even get across the water. He's like, he made eye contact with Sashira because he wanted to sort of make somebody know he was there, and that seemed to him enough to be like, I'm done. I'm out.
Yep. All right. Well, if Grey Petal sees Moxonari, she will go up to her and try to like touch her to make sure she's okay.
You have not run into Moxonari on your way back.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's different.
Actually, in that case,
no, don't do that. Oh no.
I became a giantess.
Who did that?
Oh no. That's the worst thing.
Who did that?
All right. Well, then she's just going to frantically look for Moxonari.
I got bigger.
You have not used.
This is probably the easiest way.
Token scales, right?
I accidentally released token scale. Yeah, God, they put that in a really bad spot. Pretty poor plan, in my opinion. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, is everybody back to some sort of normal looking scale?
Nope, I'm shrunk. Sashira shrunk.
Honestly, you should just delete the tokens and repopulate the map.
Yeah, I tried to.
Can I bring my own character onto the character?
Oh my god, the tokens are like tiny.
Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It's like so big. It's like out there.
That's funny.
She's like one of those rap guys' girlfriends.
All right, there is him. Great Petal, how are you looking? Oh yes, Great Petal.
I was fun.
Oh wait. Now there's two of you.
Two GPs now.
No, Great Petal. There's enough of you. All right, Alessandra comes huffing back in. Where you slow down, God.
You bitch.
But you know what? Fuck. I'm willing to bet you I'm no longer on the combat tracker. I think you have to put me back on.
No,
Oh,
you're
you're
still
on
on the
the
combat
combat.
tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. They're not linked.
Oh,
Well,
they're
maybe
not?
they are. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Well, let me hang on. I'll just put you back on.
No, you're right, because there was no green dot.
There you go.
No.
Now you are.
All right.
Rask has no green dot.
He doesn't deserve it.
Thank you. This is called learning how to use the technical stuff, boys and girls.
We're missing an Orvix, and of course, Mawaks. We have no clue where the hell she's
We're
at.
missing my walks.
And Orvix doesn't have a green dot either.
I just dragged him in.
He doesn't. He doesn't have a green dot.
Should he have a green dot?
I don't think so,
Okay,
Yeah.
because he's neutral.
Okay.
gotcha.
So there you are. So Grey Petal takes off again. So Saphira gets back in, and Grey Petal's standing at the edge, just like looking around, like anxiously looking around, and she's squirting, darting around, looking at her. And Saphira gets in, or Alessandra goes, "Grey Petal, are you all?" And Grey Petal takes off again, and she again takes off away from the shrine.
Why am I always chasing Grey Petal?
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Wow.
He has her senses back.
As much as they ever get back, I suppose.
Right. So I'm gonna go look, see what's going on with the temple.
Yeah. Okay, so okay, so during all that, you get to the temple. Okay.
Now we'll get rid of probably 500 copper coins and an alms box.
All right. So you pick up the puzzle cube, and you're kind of like weighing the things, and you realize that the puzzle cube is actually a lot lighter than the box of coins you have.
Put down the puzzle cube again and lighten the box in.
All right. So as you're sort of realizing that, you hear a loud, this big slam, and the gate in front of you, Alessandra, slams shut, locks again. All the frogs in this room start belching out this green gas, this thick green smoke that quickly starts to fill the room.
Well, so much for the Indiana Jones move.
Well, you were wrong.
Actually, it ended up exactly like the Indiana Jones move.
Yeah.
Next time,
Oh,
bring
well.
a scale.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, no, the thing is that it was removed from the pedestal, apparently. So even putting it back on the pedestal don't seem to make a difference.
Well, yeah. So you take it off, you weigh them a bit, and as you're doing that, the like as you're holding them, so you have a cube in a hand and you have the bag in a hand. The door slams shut, and these frog mouths start belching out this thick green smoke. Rastalos and Rafina, what are you guys doing? I guess Rastalos, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast knock again and reopen the gates.
All right. That actually works. You knock the gates, they open. Interestingly enough, Alessandra, I need you to make a DC 15 wisdom save.
Okay. Is this magic or
This is
charm?
magic or charm, yeah. Well, not charm, but it's magic, yeah.
Okay. I get advantage on all magic
All right.
saving throws.
Damn.
And you said wisdom?
Yes, DC 15 wisdom. How wise are you, Alessandra?
I've been wiser.
Brass, you may want to move out the temple since you can knock.
All right, Rafina, what are you doing?
I'm going to jump over and leave the temple.
How about that natural 20? Boom.
Damn. All right.
Between the air and what?
Gotcha. Easily. So you see as the gates fly open, you see come flying out of the darkness below the scariest thing in the world to you.
The Queen of Air and Darkness.
So whatever that is, that's what you see. And you're like, blah, blah, blah. Wait, no, get out of here. That's nonsense. So the gates are open. Rest down those. You've opened the gates. You have to kind of step back a little bit because they actually open inward. So the gates open inward. You step back, let them open. As this happened, Rafina jumps out. She lands outside.
Let's go, Rask.
I'm not sure we need to leave.
I'm sure we don't need to stay.
Well, so it seems that we triggered a trap.
Yep.
Yes.
It also seems that is the gas dissipating, or do we? I mean,
No, the frogs are belching this gas out. In fact, Rastanos, I need a DC
fine.
12 Constitution save from you.
Okay, so I do follow out then.
Okay.
After casting knock, I follow out.
Yeah, well, no, as you're sitting here debating whether or not you should leave, I need a DC 12 Constitution save from you.
Okay.
Easy. So you're debating. Yeah, I'm not sure what you do. And you realize this is like basically like nerve gas that is spewing out of the frog's mouth. And you're like, yes, okay, fine. You spit out the gas and you leave. And a little bit of the gas sort of like kind of flutters out near the door here, but it basically kind of fills that entire chamber for the next minute or so. And the gas starts to kind of creep out onto the ground out in front of the shrine.
Let's leave.
Rafina,
Yes.
you have a 3-inch square cube. It is a
Oh,
stone
the froghemoth.
of each side looks exactly like this.
Haha, we got a froghemoth. Where's our parcel?
Gray Petal. Oh yeah, Gray Petal. You spend some time searching around. You do not find Mowaxanari.
Right. Great.
Well, I continue my previous action then.
Previous, which was
Searching for Waxanari.
okay. So as Rafina comes out, you guys are here. I'm trying to think of this. So Gray Petal is gone, I guess. I need the map of Omu, Gray Petal. Yeah, so you basically, a couple minutes go by and you basically can search sort of around this whole area with no sign of her that you can see. You've at this point, after a few minutes, you can at least have done a hasty cursory search of all the buildings kind of in the area where you guys are. So if you were to look at the map, you could kind of see the main causeway. You can search this whole area inside that kind of walled compound, the shrine area, through the walled compound. No sign of her.
All right, so she's not in the compound.
Yeah, so if you look at, if you look at the map, there's like that wall. When you guys first started, where you found Orvix, it's kind of a walled compound area. That's the most obvious place. That's where you fled to originally. You jumped over the wall, you fled through there, you kind of got out to the main causeway, regained your senses. You start heading back, and now the princess is just gone. So the compound is probably the most likely place. You can kind of go look at all those different buildings in there, search all around, look at the buildings around the shrine. No princess in this area that is the walled compound.
So what do we know? Does the rest of the party know what's going on over here, or is this just Grey Petal off on her own?
This is kind of Grey Petal being kind of crazy, right? So Alessandra was chasing after Grey Petal, trying to help save her or whatever she was doing. But Alessandra's like, yeah, I'm tired of chasing that fucking crazy cat. So she quit. And so for the party, Grey Petal's gone. Grey Petal and Waxanari are actually gone. You guys, Rafina is looking at this small stone cube in her hand, sort of looking around, turning this over, which is apparently the treasure you guys found in that shrine. But Orvex is still laying on the ground, sort of gasping, but kind of recovered himself. In fact, he's pulling out his pipe, sort of like gasping, wheezing for air, looking for a way to light his pipe while he's doing that. And Grey Petal and the princess are nowhere to be seen.
All right. I'm going to...
Okay, tracking.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Grey Petal will head to the main causeway. And start running.
Rastano's cast sending.
All right.
So who do you want to talk to first?
Me? Let's see. I was thinking I would talk to my Barack Obama. If there's a guy I could talk to, like if I could like call anybody and have a conversation,
I feel like you're
number
wasting
one.
time here.
You're asking who I want to talk to first.
All right. So.
Oh, is that me being a smartass? What? Really? No.
All right.
But seriously, who's more worth talking to than Barack Obama? I mean, seriously.
Oh, I'm not arguing with your choice. However, you wanted us to not waste a lot of time discussing individual actions. So I'm, whatever. So Rastano sends a message to Moaxanari.
Moaxanari, not Grey Petal?
Yeah. Okay. Why would I send a message to Grey Petal? Grey Petal has pissed me off.
Really? Oh, Grey Petal, you're on the shit list.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I don't care about recovering Grey Petal, but I do care about recovering Moaxanari. So,
okay, all right.
So yeah, I'm sending a message. Everything is safe. Come back to the shrine where we fought the Froghemoth.
All right. 13 you get a response that says, well, I would love to do that, but I can't. In fact, I can't even move right now. I felt a prick, and then I...
Oh, man, there's a prick involved.
And then I was reminded of Rastados, and I was consumed with fury. No, I can't. Beep. If you'd like to make a call,
so tell everybody, Waxanari is in trouble.
I run in the direction I last saw her run.
I want tracker instead of just running blindly.
All right, hang on. So, Grey Petal, you are at the main causeway.
Yeah, going north.
Going north. Okay. All right. So I mean, like I say, this is a busy city that you're in. So I'm not sure what your sort of goal is. You've sort of looked around the area. I imagine your initial search was basically looking around this whole area. You sort of widen your search and realize you've searched this whole area, and you get to the main causeway. But that leaves a gigantic city, to look to or to go to if that's what you're looking to do.
Well, I don't know. Well, the thing is, Grey Petal. Well, I'm not. Maybe I shouldn't say that. So she's just going to run along the main causeway looking for Moaxanari.
Going north.
Going north. I mean.
Okay. All right.
Really not too.
I'm gonna try and track Moaxanari.
And whenever I can't do that shit. So I'll just do that.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to put this together time wise. Great Petal is running north on the causeway. You guys are casting sending. Alessandra is tracking. Sashira, did you say you were running off some random direction?
Not random. I mean, I saw where Monoxenare.
Well, from the shrine, everybody kind of ran out to the east. So you guys are okay. So basically, most of the party is kind of at the shrine, right? So if we look at the map of Omu, then we would see that. Let's see. You are here. Here you go. You are here. So the party is basically here. Great Petal and the princess are gone. So they're off doing whatever you guys imagine they may be doing. You don't know that Grey Petal is alone running up the causeway trying to find the princess. Rastalnos has talked to the princess through sending, and that's like a quick spell, right? That's not like a long casting thing.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Let me check real quick.
Sending is one action.
Oh, great. Okay, yeah. So Rastalnos sort of paused a second, and you see him kind of pause if he's listening to the wind or the sea or whatever it is. And so now Alessandra is going to start trying to track the princess, which is cool, but,
using
survival?
Misha's perception and my survival.
Misa's perception... Is that fair?
I can see through her eyes.
No, I think for survival, for tracking, you're going to have to use your own survival, your own perception.
Well, I can assist.
Yeah, she can give you advantage, maybe? Is that how that works?
That's really what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Sess might have to change her actions. I was kind of metagaming, assuming that I knew what the sending was, but I don't imagine Sess would.
I mean, you can, so far all Rastalnos has said is that Princess is in trouble.
Yeah, so I tell her, I tell him, I asked her to come back, and she's been, and she said that she is unable to move. She felt a prick. I think she's probably been poisoned.
Or maybe she's mad at you.
In that case.
No, that advantage did not do any good for me.
Wow.
In that case, I'm gonna join in the tracking efforts, I suppose.
All right.
And I'll do my own sort of thing.
Yeah, that's for the best.
Oh, and that's a survival skill?
Yes.
All right.
Because for these purposes, tracking is hunting, and hunting is survival.
Okay. Good. Great. Well, got 19.
Yeah, but Chris did the initial tracking. So Chris is like, okay, I got this. Let's go this way. So you guys all kind of follow Alessandra.
Oh, so we're lost a little bit.
Yeah, right. So I definitely not going to get into this thing where like everybody rolls a die and then we, see who can.
Totally.
Yeah. So you guys head off with Alessandra and you start following some tracks that you're sure of are hers. In fact, they probably are hers. They take off, but you follow a couple of turns and you end up in the middle of the. Whoops, that's not you. You end up kind of in the middle of this walled compound. Kind of all scratching your heads like, what's going on here? Where Alessandra sort of loses the trail.
Alessandra, can we get up high?
I can.
Good.
I cast fly on myself, and Misha and I fly into the air.
Okay, hang on. Meanwhile, Great Petal is going up the causeway.
She's sprinting as fast as she possibly can.
Up the causeway.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's actually really fast. That movement. What's your movement per round?
Huh?
I say yeah, just.
It's going to be her base movement because she's not going to stop. So her base movement's 30 feet, so she's dashing, I guess, for 60.
Sure. Okay.
But she's not going to stop long enough to recover feline agility.
All right, so you're kind of running up there, kind of glancing left and right, but mostly just darting up the causeway.
Yes.
Okay. So.
So we've lost Mawoks and Grey Petal sort of running randomly. Like,
Well, as far as you know, you've lost Mawoks and Grey Petal.
okay. And we're as a group with Sesh trying to track Mawoks, correct?
Correct.
Well,
I breathe it in the mic.
okay.
Okay.
A mouth breather.
Let's see. DC 12. All right, tell you what, Grey Petal, roll me a perception check as you're kind of running up this causeway.
Would it make sense to use inspiration? Or have I been making so many perception checks it just doesn't matter?
Yeah, I think in this case probably not. This is kind of be sort of. Okay, you do notice you're running up the causeway, and as you go up the causeway, you're kind of looking ruined house, everything's ruined house, and you're looking for any kind of glimpse of movement or anything out of the ordinary, and you see something off to the left. There's a kind of a small by one of these. In fact, by the where's the player's map? Well. On the causeway, there's it's actually a wide staircase that goes down both sides of the causeway. You know, this is like a raised causeway that goes through the city, and right. There's a wide staircase that goes down on both sides. And as you kind of get to that sort of intersection of things, to the left, you see there's what looks like maybe a campsite. You don't see any people. There's nobody there, but there's a couple of tents that are kind of standing there. They look pretty ragged, and there is a crude wooden flagpole, sort of like in the middle of a couple of tents, and there's nothing on the flagpole, but this stands out as something different than just ruined place. This is clearly not a native piece of this of the city. It's a campsite that looks probably abandoned now, but mentioning this as something that stands out.
All right. So when I look down the causeway, I don't see anything.
Looking down the causeway itself, no, you don't see any kind of scanning up there. You don't see any kind of movement or anything that might be.
All right, then I'll go to the campsite. And then go north from there.
Okay, so the campsite, there's a
Can you
it
put
is.
a
It's
pin
like,
on that?
What's that?
Can you put a pin on that?
We don't even know where it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna not, just so that we can leave this kind of crazy weird. So this is basically a you can see that you go to this, like you go down these stairs, you head down these stairs, and this is to the west. There are torn backpacks and rotted gear litter the ground all around, and there are like 3 sort of molding tents in this area. At the center of the camp, you can see a scrap of dirty yellow cloth hanging from a crude wooden flagpole, as if, like I said, an abandoned place. But this place is obviously used, but is now sort of abandoned.
Yes.
Seems abandoned. There's a couple of tents that could hold something, but.
And there's not like any trails or anything leading anywhere.
Trails. No, I mean, this is again, right, you're in the middle of a ruined city. So these are, the buildings are sort of aligned. And this is, outside of the main raised causeway, it's basically just kind of paths that lead around through all the buildings. But the buildings are relatively neatly aligned, again, as you can see from the map. And this looks like a kind of a clearing area where this camp, there are 3 tents that got put up here, including this old flagpole. And it looks out of place, but you don't see anyone around or any living anything around.
Oh boy. All right. Well, she'll start screaming from Waxanare and I guess head towards the north, towards those buildings to the north. You kind of dash around this area.
Okay. I forgot how to think about how to do this. All right. All right. So the party is in the compound, and you guys kind of realize that you have lost the. You've kind of lost the trail. You're sort of realizing that you've lost Moaxinary's trail, or maybe you were following the wrong trail. Maybe you're following Grey Petal's feet. Maybe Grey Petal's feet are the same shape as Moaxinary's feet. I don't know. Whatever it was, Alessandra did not do a good job of following the right trail. And so you guys kind of spend some time kind of bumbling around in here, in this compound, to realize that you're no closer to Moaxinary and Grey Petal than you were a minute ago.
How's it up there?
Oh, I'm sorry. So, Chris, are you talking? Chris?
All the talking.
There you go. Hey, look, you're talking.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do I see once I fly?
Oh, so you're flying.
As is Misha.
All right, so what are you looking for, like flying? You're flying. You take off in the air. You're flying. What are you trying to do? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for any evidence of Grey Petal, Moaxinari, Red Wizards of Thay.
Movement. I'll take movement.
Movement, sure.
All right, sure. And where are you looking? I mean, this is a busy area. You know, there's.
I don't know where we are right now.
You guys are in the green pin. I think I shared this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a compound. Let's see. There we go. Oops, no private. Yeah, you're the green pin down here. You are here.
But my map got bigger for some reason. Sorry.
Yeah, so the green pin there that Elliot sees, you guys are kind of, like I said, in this big walled compound. And
At Elliot sees. Okay. I am going to fly out to the main causeway and look straight north.
okay, so roll me a perception.
It's the most wide open space that I can think of.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, roll me a perception check. Let's see if you can maybe notice anything moving around here.
I'm going to use some more inspiration.
Shit.
And make the roll.
All right, hold on. I gotta click my inspiration.
And make the roll.
Advantage, perception, grab, drag, hang out.
Dang.
14.
Wait, you're dressing in drag again, Chris?
You can't see my dress.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
I can look up your dress.
He
no,
could actually.
she's actually wearing pants right now.
Pants? Oh, come on.
She's also wearing a corset.
Oh, that's
That
hot.
makes you feel any better.
Better.
Yes.
You can't look up a corset. Down a corset?
Well, not while she's flying.
Well, you probably know a bit about the cube, right? At any rate, so Grey Petal, yeah, you don't see anything moving from where you are right now. You're sort of drifting out to the causeway. You don't see anything. I mean, you can continue to sort of fly up above the city, fly over the city if you'd like, but from this perspective, nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Kind of fly around and have Misha fly in not the same direction as me, but staying within
All right.
range.
So what's the rest? So Grey Petal and the princess are gone. Alessandra flies off into the wild blue yonder. The party is dwindling. What's the rest of the party gonna do?
I'm gonna go back to the original point where I saw with my own eyes, with Chess's own eyes, I guess, and gonna look for another starting point for tracks.
Okay. All right.
Where's Ratsk in all this?
I'm following Sashira.
You guys are killing
Okay,
me.
I'll stay with you and Sashira.
Great.
Sorry, word called, so I was sort of dragged off for a minute.
No worries.
There's nothing like dragging the party in all four directions, but at least Alessandra should be able to find us three easily.
It depends on where y'all run off to.
Yeah, I mean the problem is
There's
like, this is a
three of
city,
us.
right? This is a dense city. There aren't people here, but the buildings make it really hard to try to track anything that might be on the ground. You can move 40 feet and be out of sight from the person that you were just next to. So there's many places to get lost in the city. So it's really hard to sort of stay together. And with you guys scattering all over,
Especially when you run away. Yeah,
That makes it
it's hard to
tricky.
stay together when you run away.
it's tricky.
Well, for 10 minutes, I've got Spirit Guardian, so at least I've got a little bit of protection for the second.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, you cast Spirit Guardians again?
No, it's still on. It lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, dude, come on. No, that's long
We've
gone.
been working in rounds, so
No, that's long gone.
okay.
We did a short rest.
Did we?
No, not since the
Yes.
cast. No, you did not rest.
No, we have not.
No.
We didn't?
No.
You guys are all
we did
crazy.
The short rest previously, but not since the temple.
Am I the only sane one here? I think I'm the only person with any bit of sanity left.
That's what all insane people think.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Paul.
I've been there.
Jeez. Okay.
Well, Alessandra knows that we're either at the compound or the temple right now, so
Well,
She can
Alessandra knows where
probably
you guys
find
are.
us.
She can try to kind of like, as she's flying, I imagine she could pretty easily probably keep you guys kind of in sight, right? Kind of, look around, spot you guys, look around, spot you guys. Like when you see somebody, you know where they are, you can kind of see where they're going. It's pretty easy, I think, to follow them. Even though you might lose sight of them here and there, you can still kind of follow them through the city. Spotting someone that you don't have kind of in your sight, I think is a lot more difficult.
I can signal Alessandra if necessary. The one that I'm worried about is finding the walks. I figure that Grey Petal can, for the most part, take care of herself.
Yeah.
Now she just keeps randomly running further away from us. That's that. I mean, we can't stop that. We can't even catch her. The only one who may be able to catch her, even in sight, would be Sashira. I'm actually surprised that she hasn't doubled back yet, since she hasn't seen the walks.
Clearly, John, am I not projecting irrational despair? Now,
I have never been able to figure out Grey Petal since I've met her, so hey.
I know, because you don't try.
Gray Petal is pretty easy to figure out.
Zero empathy.
Grey Petal's not easy to figure out.
Well,
Yeah, it is. Just do the most random thing you can think of. It's Grey Petal.
yeah, anything that's a horrible idea, Gray Petal's going to do it.
Let's fight that froghemoth instead of talking to it. Sure, why not? I'm waiting to moonbeam it.
I like
Do
the
you see
movie.
the light, you big
All right.
ugly frog?
By the way, Roy, we're just about at time.
I know. I like this really sucks because I have so much to put together, and I have to like. This would be a case where tabletop would be so much easier because I could just put things and track things, and be done with it. All right. So here's how this is gonna work. Grey Petal, you found the camp and headed north. You go north for a pretty short ways, and you catch movement out the side of your eye, and there are these there are 5 snake creatures. There are 2 that are sort of in an alley to the side of you that have caught your eye. There's another one ahead of you, like in front of where you were going, and then 2 more kind of that were following you, and they sort of all kind of come up, and they're these medium, man-sized snake creatures. They basically have the human features mixed in with snake creatures, and they carry various weapons. The one coming out from the alley says, "Here, kitty, 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 look what we have finally caught."
Grey Petal will say, "I have no time for you, beast. Go back to wherever hell spawned you."
Hell has indeed spawned us, and we're going to introduce you to it. You can come with us, or you could die.
With you or die. Well, you stand between me and my charge.
More
I
than
will
you
give my
know.
last breath to keep my promises.
Oh. So be it. And they move to attack. We're gonna pick up with Grey Petal, or we're gonna end with Grey Petal frantically, manically, insanely chasing through this ruined city after Princess Moaxanari, who disappeared some kind of way. Rastalnos and the group, far, far from Grey Petal, have an idea what, or at least some clue as to what may have happened. However, there is no telling. These 5 snake human creatures. You guys you have any kind of lore or anything, Grey Petal?
Of course. Well, no.
No. Excellent. Yeah. So these 5 human snake creatures, they're not surrounding you, but they've they're basically, you can't proceed the way you were going unless you go through them. And so we're going to basically pick up that with initiative. Meanwhile,
and he also can't return. She also can't return the way she came without going through them.
well, there are, imagine yourself in a dense, medieval city. There's lots of ways to go through places. They're kind of at this point sort of covering 3 out of 4 of the possible paths Grey Petal could take. But they're all 3 of the paths that Grey Petal would want to take if Grey Petal wanted to continue to pursue her charge. So that's tricky. Meanwhile, Alessandra is flying up as the eye in the sky and trying to report live. She's given the live feed from the helicopter. However, so far there's really not much to report except I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. And the rest of the party has gone back to the shrine where they started to try to pick up a trail from Waxanari. Oh, actually, I guess they're in there.
Time is going to be a real pain in the ass then.
It is a real pain in the ass. Sashira, actually, with your tracking, you do actually are able to realize that you guys were actually following the wrong set of tracks. And you can head out into the walled compound, and you actually see that the princess's tracks lead out. They go through a crack in the wall into that kind of walled compound area. It's sort of up into the northwest corner of that compound area, and then the tracks disappear. But they're pretty obviously replaced by deep, slithering tracks, sort of like giant, nothing you've ever seen, but giant grooves in the ground laid out that head out the northern wall of this compound area.
Something has picked her up, and they have her.
Or so you think. So, the party is here, thinking that something has picked her up and they have her. Alessandra is flying somewhere in the sky trying to spot anything, someone, anything. Grey Petal is in a bad spot.
And with this zoomed in, the way I've got it, you can see the stairs to the west and to the east. Well, when Twitch stream catches up.
Yeah. Well, there are several of those
where the camp was, so we're not too far from Grey Petal.
Well, that's not actually true. Yeah. If you zoom out of the map, you'll see there are actually several. Yeah, and Grey Petal was sprinting north for some time, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, Grey Petal is far from there.
Far.
That's what I was kind of curious to see. Anyway, so we're going to pick up next week, and we'll see if Alessandra can maybe spot what's happening with Grey Petal. We'll see if how Grey Petal talks her way out of this. Shit, if I know, man, we might be done. Gerald, you're bringing that backup character to next week's session, right? Is that the thing that we're?
Sure.
I kid. I hope I kid. Jeez. All right.
I happily create a backup character.
Hey, next week, man, we're going to see how Grey Petal gets out of this and if the party can find the princess. In the meantime, check us out on YouTube for all our past episodes. We're on Twitch, so Twitch doesn't do anything. And go to Obsidian Portal, man. The Twitch stream has a link to Obsidian Portal where you'll seriously find like some truly amazing fiction writing. Describing the characters, their backgrounds, journals for the characters, really solid stuff. So yeah, next week we'll see what happens with Grey Petal and the princess. Until then, nerd.
Out.
Yes. Wait, how do you turn this off? How do you turn this off? I mean, how do I turn this off? Is this off? How do we turn this off?
You're the technical guy.
Can we? Oh shit, we're so screwed if I'm the technical guy.